Hello everybody, and welcome to another game here at Pasadena City College. I'm Oscar Zayas, joined by Aaron Serrano.
So today we are watching a game between the Pasadena Lancers and the...
Ready, Anchors. 3, 2, 1.
Hello, my name is Oscar Zayas. I am joined here with Aaron Serrano for this lovely day we have.
It's going to be an interesting game here, but before we get into the game, we are going to go down to a on-field interview with Mariana between her and then Coach Tucker.
Mic on.
Let's see. That should be good now. Okay, sorry about that. So we're going to go to a on-field interview with Mariana and then the coach of the Pasadena Lancers, Coach Tucker.
Hi, my name is Mariana Cardenas, and I am with the head coach, Robert Tucker. Coach, congratulations on the big win against Santa Barbara. What did you like most about the team's performance last game?
Well, I really like the fact that we started fast, we finished strong. Everybody played, which was huge, and there was just never no fall off. Like, no matter who we put in the game, the guys were ready. I think collectively, defense, offense, and really special teams. I thought special teams played outstanding last week. We just played complimentary football, like we talk about, and it was a really good road win for our team.
And that's the importance of being a team player.
Yeah, that's right. It's just everyone doing their job and doing what's asked them. Don't need to do more, just do their job, and I thought they did a great job of that last week.
And your offense scored 9 touchdowns with different players. How important is this team building on that success tonight?
Well, you've done your research. That's great. I didn't even know 9 different players. I think that's awesome. I think it's a credit to the offensive staff for spreading the ball around and again being able to run the system and doing their job. And that's awesome. And we have a lot of playmakers on offense this year. I really feel like we can protect for those quarterbacks. I like them all the guys that we have, and our tight ends are really good. Our receivers, our running backs. We just have a lot of guys that can really get out there and do things. We just got to get them the ball.
They are very focused on what they have to do.
Yeah. They've been competing hard. These guys really want it. They've been together pretty much all spring and summer, so they want it for sure.
And what will be the key against Palomar tonight?
I think overall just being very efficient. Our communication on both sides of the ball, defense, offensively, and special teams, I think that's critical. Defensively and special teams, we have to tackle. This team, they have strong backs, big offensive line, so we have to be able to tackle. Offensively, take what they give us. Like, again, if everyone just does their job, we take what they give us, we should be able to go on some long drives and score. But I have to be just very efficient and play good, sound football.
Sounds great, and wish you all the best for tonight.
Yep. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Hello everybody, welcome back after that great interview from Mariana. Now Aaron, what do you expect from this matchup between Palomar and Pasadena?
Well, both teams are coming in after their first wins of the season, so it's going to be interesting to see how those teams, carry that momentum. Pasadena specifically, they had a great season last year, winning 11 games straight. They're trying to replicate that somehow this year after starting off with a tough loss here at home, but try to start something good off here with their first home victory, trying to get their first home victory of the season here.
Yeah, both teams got their first win. Palomar, of course, won 17-14 against East Los Angeles, and Pasadena wins 62-3 in a blowout win last week. And now both teams are trying to replicate what they got last week. And for Pasadena, coming off a really big historic season, like you said, trying to replicate some of the magic. Even with key players departing, they have new guys who believe they can step up and fill the role so far, and we'll see what they have again today here in the second home game of the season.
Yeah, definitely lost a lot of people over the offseason, losing 11 players to D1 schools. So they had a lot of talent last year. They're trying to replicate that this year, trying to find some new stars possibly.
Yeah, on top of having new stars, also with tougher divisions there. They moved up a division, as stated last game, and obviously when you move up, the competition gets much more difficult, as it looks like both teams are in the middle so far for the coin toss, and they shake hands, they collaborate together.
Looks like Palomar won the coin toss, and they're going to receive for the first possession of the game today. So,
all right, it's going to be a good one. Palomar wants to start off very, very aggressive early on. Of course, when you usually win the coin toss, most teams like to defer. Comets Lancers will be on in a bit.
Looks like actually they are going to be choosing to kick. You know, I thought I heard that they're going to receive, but it looks like they're going to kick away and they're going to defer it. So Palomar is going to be kicking it currently to the Lancers here.
Number 10, Noah Triplett, along with number 31, Desi Valdez.
Desi Valdez, Noah Triplett back there in the end zone for Pasadena to return the kickoff. The kickoff will be done by the Comets number 45, Carson Beard, as he jumps up, gets ready for the kickoff. And as the sun is setting, the kick is up, and it's a line drive bullet that's going to go into the end zone and roll out of it for a touchback.
I just want to let it go, so we're going to have a starting position for the Lancers. You know, if you're starting this game trying to get their first score of the game, set it off right. See if the Lancers are able to do that here.
Yeah, last game that we're here for the home game, they played against Saddleback, and it took them a little while to get into the groove. So hopefully they're trying to start off on the right foot today, and let's see how they're going to do it. The quarterback will be number 7, Max Grizel. Looks like in the backfield is number 10, Noah Triplett. Grizel gets a snap, rolls out. Pressure already breaking through the pocket. Grizel trying to run, and he gets taken down by number 56. That is Jason Mageo for the Comets, and gets about 2 yards or so.
Yeah, just trying to find something there. He couldn't find any receivers downfield. Try to run away, but nice tackle right there by the Comet.
Yeah, it looks like the Comets really broke in through that pocket that Pasadena had, and right now Pasadena wants to start this game off right, as that's a little swing pass to Triplett, making a couple moves, making some men miss, and he gets the first down right there.
Yeah, really nice right there. Going past, had contact right there around the first down marker, and then still able to push through, get some extra yards there.
That's what this Pasadena was known for last year. They had those big bruiser backs and those physical receivers, and in the screen game, even though you made contact with them, it was very difficult to bring them down. Looks like right now, it's number 26, that is Dom Enzioni in the backfield. Replacing Triplett. Grizel waits for the audibles. Tries to get him off sides and snaps it. It's going to be a run. And it looks like he got about 2 or 3 yards on that run.
The carry by number 10, Noah Triplett. Tackle on the play by number 4, Isaiah Strong.
Looks like some more players are being subbed in and out. Looks like Triplett and Enzione are coming out of the game. Triplett took the last carry. Looks like Josh Meza is in at tight end. No back in the backfield for Griselli. Takes a snap. He's going to throw it, and then it's going to be incomplete.
Lots of contact right there at where the target was, but then also if you saw on that line, the line had no chance there. 2 rushers getting through, and one of them giving a big hit on Grizel.
Yeah, that's this line for Pasadena was so good last year, and they're trying to replicate that success. And we'll see how they do. But so far, the Comets are really shooting through and getting a bunch of pressure on Grizel. We'll see what is going to happen later on in this game. Grizel with Triplett in the backfield. Takes a snap, rolls out again. Rusher broke through. It's a throw, and it's caught by number 0. That is Josh Soto with a flag on the play. Let's see what that flag is going to be for our first penalty of the game.
It is ruled a catch and a Lancers first down.
What do you think is going to be the penalty, or what do you think about that play, Aaron?
I don't know. I thought it might have been, because he might have been already out and just an excessive force right there. But then on that play, I think I want to point out the running back, Noah Triplett. That was a really good block right there. That rusher got through, protecting his man.
And it looks like it's going to be a face mask for a free 15 yards for the Lancers. That is the first penalty of the day for the Comets.
Yeah, Lancers easily moving this ball. That penalty also gives them 15 free yards. It looks like it's a great start for them.
Yeah, it's a great start for the Lancers. First penalty of the day belongs to the Comets. Let's see what's going to happen. Looks like a motion. It's going to be a jet sweep, and looks like a spin move, and that it looks like it's going to be Raul Dorantes, and he gets good bit of yardage. Looks like he got about 5 or 6 yards on that run.
Grizel's pitch pass completed to number 84, Raul Durantes.
Pasadena
Tackle on the play by
slowly killing time off
number
this
49,
on this drive so far.
A gain
Almost
of 5
3.5
on the play.
minutes
2nd
off
and 5 from the 20.
off the clock. Grizel with NZ on the backfield. It's going to be a design quarterback run, and he gets swallowed up by the defense.
Yeah, that one right there. Palomar saw that thing completely through. They did not get faked by any of that play.
Grizel is a very good runner, so you must think that the longtime head coach Joe Early in his 23rd season coaching for the Comets would see that as they motion Durantes. Grizel looks like Triplet is in the backfield. Play clock at 14 and counting down. Looks like there's some confusion at the line. Grizel. Triplet in the backfield. Play clock is now at 5 seconds. They get the snap off. 3rd and 4. It's his little swing pass to Triplet with 3 defenders there. And he looks like he gets 3 yards, and he's going to be short by a yard.
Tackles by Lucas Valencia.
Yeah, that one, they had a little bit of trickery there, but Palomar, again, their defense was there to spot it. Looks like they're going to be doing a little bit of a rush right here. Let's see.
Yeah, looks like it's called a 4th and 2. Looks like quarterback sneak Grizel motions people out. Looks like they're actually going to go for it, being aggressive on the very first drive of the game, trying to score up some points. Looks like the middle of the field is pretty loaded.
You know, we were talking about starting off with momentum, so, you know.
Yeah, and a timeout is called right there from Pasadena as the play clock was winding down.
Possibly rethinking that, because we saw 2 completely different formations there. QB sneak and then had 3 receivers out. So do they want to be more conservative or go for an aggressive play or even possibly just go for a field goal here?
Yeah, last home game against Saddleback, it took the Lancers quite a bit to really warm up and score points. So many fans would think to just take your 3 points as I mean, last game we saw, unfortunately, their kicker, Dylan Benitez, get hurt and is actually out for the season, but the Lancers do have another kicker, Zach Hutchinson. So that's going to be on kicking duty.
Yeah, special teams saw a lot of change after that last game in Saddleback, or against Saddleback here. So we're going to try to see how, if the special teams comes out right here, but looks like they are.
There's Hutchinson. Did pretty good last game.
A field goal from 34 yards.
34-yard field goal attempt from Hutchinson. The holder is Jag Richer. Here we go. Yeah, snap, kick, blocked. It is blocked by Palomar. That ball is spinning. Palomar's going to return it.
They're going to have a lot of good air right there, trying to push him out, but he's going to be stepped out of bounds right there. What a missed opportunity right there by the Lancers.
That was blocked and recovered. That was blocked by someone on the line, but it was recovered by number 0, Mason Thomas. And he returned it a good bit. Got to around about the, I believe that's like the 40-yard line before he stepped out of bounds. Yeah, and that is big momentum shift, a big momentum shift for the Lancers.
Palomar was number 0, Mason Thomas.
It's a smart move right there by Thomas, as you know, you're getting possession of the ball and also starting off your offense on a really great position there.
Now they have significantly cut down on how far they need to go, and starting quarterback for the Comets will be KJ Catham. And he takes the snap. Catham looking. He's going to throw it out. And it's going to be caught by number 1 for the Comets. That is Furious Hoskins. And a first play touchdown. And the Lancers are now down 6-0.
What a crazy start for the Comets. The quarterback there, first of all, to start off, had so much time for that ball, aired it out right there, and just wide open downfield. Little bit of some contact, but no, nothing was good, and they're going to go for a PAT right here. But what a straight-up punch to the head right there.
Yeah, that was a great throw and catch by the Comets, and the kick by Beard is good.
By number 45.
And so now it's 7-0 Comets.
Touchdown pass
Both teams looking to extend their win streak. And after a one-play touchdown, it will be the Lancers to try to answer back.
I mentioned momentum a lot so far during this game. Like it's been pretty short, but what a momentum shift we saw there. We thought that Pasadena was going to go aggressive, trying to go for it on 4th and 2. Chose to be conservative, and then just a blocked field goal and then a touchdown after just one play. You can't imagine what that is doing to their mind right now.
Yeah.
Pasadena, you got a lot of time left.
Yeah, thankfully it is only the beginning of the game right now, but these little mistakes, sometimes they can snowball and they can leave a lasting effect on the game. So right now we're just going to really see how they respond. How they respond is going to be key. Looks like Triplet and Desi Valdez are the return men still. Beard made the extra points. So going to try to kick off again. Get the line drive bullet straight into the end zone. Let's see, Beard's kickoff. Another line drive bullet that is going to hit down around the 2-yard line. Triplet's going to take it. He's got a wide open hole. Great blocking, and there's a flag on the play as Triplet gets hit hard. Let's see what the penalty is.
Yes, right now it's currently at relatively around where the Comets started, maybe 5 yards short, but interesting choice to run it out there. Saw a little bit of a gap and definitely had one.
During your return, number 30. The ball be placed at the 10-yard line. First down.
All right, so that's a holding penalty for Pasadena. They get the ball at the 10-yard line now, which means they have to march 90 yards to get a touchdown and tie this game. Let's see what Grizel and this Pasadena offense will have. They have Dom Enzioni in the backfield. They have Meza at the tight end as well, next to Grizel to his left. Grizel takes the snap. It's going to be a fake. That was a great fake. Everyone thought that they handed the ball off, and Grizel goes down, but he did get a couple yards right there.
Yeah, trying to start something here, and then a fake is definitely something,
That was a great play action right there. As now, it looks like Enzioni will be subbing out for Triplets. You have Soto and Matetsky towards the bottom, towards the Pasadena sideline. Up top, you have number 1, that is Ethan Hubble. There's Grizel with Mesa in the backfield. It's going to be another jet pass that gets hit in the backfield, but managed to fall forward for some yardage. That was Triplet, I believe, on the little jet swing pass.
Yeah, so far we have not seen much from Pasadena. They've been running with the QB or the running back, but have not seen a big enough hole being created by the line. I don't know if they're going to continue to just keep trying to run it through, or you're facing a 3rd and long here. So
Meza subs out for Mayberry, the new tight end. Maybe for some more protection. Grizel takes the snap right there. 3-man rush. And it looks like Grizel's going to go deep. That is going to be caught. That is caught by number 1. That is Ethan Hubble. And that is another big play. And right on cue, Lancers are now back in Comet territory.
you see you make the change there or putting in the tight end to get more protection there, and then what do you see? Enough time to air it out all the way downfield, and now they have great positioning.
It also helps that the Comets played a little conservative, trying to only blitz 3 and push back 8, and Hubble just ran right through him. Grizel looking around. Mayberry, Soto, Wood on the bottom. Up top is Hubble. Mayberry motions over. Triplet in the backfield. Grizel trying to make something happen. Makes a move. He's going to toss it over the end zone, and that is caught!
What a play right there.
Mayberry makes the catch. There is a flag on the play.
There was crazy amounts of contact right there. I would assume that is defensive pass interference, but being able to throw off his man, get the catch right there. What a play. Let's see what the call is on. I would assume it's on the defense, because I saw hands being thrown.
in 2 plays, they made it about over 70 yards.
Pass interference. Defense. That penalty is declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Touchdown Lancers. Grizel pulled a rabbit out of his hat and threw a bullet to Mayberry, who made an excellent catch.
You know, if you put it up for the receivers, they got to make something out of it, and he had a bad situation getting hands in his face, but still came away with it.
That was a legendary catch right there. And so Hutchinson kicks the extra point. That one is going to be good, as this game is now tied. It was a gut punch, and then all of a sudden they answer back. The Lancers tie it up here. It's 7-7 with 8 minutes 21 left to play. In 2 plays, the Lancers went 52 and 34 yards. They went 86 yards in 2 plays.
That's a great showing right there by the Lancers, being able to make something out of all that. Starting off in a bad position after that gut punch of a touchdown by the Comets, but being able to come back, answer back with that touchdown of their own, evening it out here. So now it's going to be up to the defense. We've only seen Lancers defense out there for 1 play so far, but was not their best showing. They're trying to have a better showing here, at least get some stops.
Right now it looks like Hutchinson getting ready to kick off, and will kick off another kind of a bullet kick that's going to bounce. It's going to be picked up, and it's going to be taken to the outside. He ran right up the middle. It looks like he's going to get past Hutchinson, trying to make a tackle, and Triplett knocks him out of bounds. Noah Triplett doing it on offense and special teams right there. Hutchinson made a great effort, but Palomar gets into Lancer territory.
Finally tackled by number 18.
You know, it was kind of a dead ball, hit the ground, and did not go anywhere, giving plenty of time for the Lancers to set up. But, you know, once there's more time, you might create a little bit of a gap right there, and we definitely saw that. Being able to run it for a bunch of yardage there. Another great position for the Comets to start off with.
Let's see if the Lancers will have any response to the offense. Haven't seen much of them. They scored in 1 play, 60 yards last time. It's going to be a motion from the back, Chris Bosch. Let's see what's
rushing 4. They try to go somewhere. Got a flag in there too. Might have been a holding, as it looked like the line just kind of died there, but let's see what the call is.
Jason Ridley.
It's going to be a holding. The Comets are already getting pushed back. Let's hear from the ref.
Holding. Offense number 66. Yeah. Offense number 66. 10-yard penalty from the previous spot. First down.
You know, we've all been there with a little bit of a little, you know, I'm just doing it myself.
Yep.
You slip on your words a little bit.
That was Jason Ridley with a great tackle, with a great sack right there. The holding makes it the 2nd penalty for Palomar. See what Chatham has. Looks like a motion again for Bosch, the running back. He's going to have it. He's going to hand it off to Bosch, and they're going to get swallowed right there. There is so many Lancers on him right there. It's like number 98, Noah Rabbers right there. Also looked like Ridley was there as well. Overall, really great job from this Lancer team to stop the run. They run a 3-4 defense, which means they run 3 defensive linemen, and then they run another linebacker. It's going to be taken by Chatham. He's going to get it out to 87, and he's going to get close to a first down. Or get close back to the marker, my bad. And looks like got a lot of that yardage back from the penalty. That was Tristan Pagal on the running catch, and right now he's almost back to the original first down marker.
Yeah, that was the most time that the Comets had to actually run a play, but able to get something. They got 10 yards off of that. Still going to be a long, long positioning here.
Let's see what Chatham has in store. There's a motion from Bosch, the running back. Chatham takes a snap. Is going to throw it. That's going to be, dropped by number 81 from the Comets. That is going to be Micah Johnson. That hit him in the hands. And it looks like Beard will attempt the field goal with the punter as the holder.
53 yards. This isn't no gimme.
53 yards to see what Beard can do. Cowgill is the holder, is the long snapper, or is the holder. Beard's kick, it's up, and it looks like it's gonna be good. Beard makes a 53-yard field goal, and it's 10-7 right now.
Yeah, really great field goal. I was going to point out the Lancers defense having a great line right there, able to shut down a lot of plays, but what a field goal kick right there.
That was a great kick from Beard. That ball looked like it still had enough juice to maybe go back 5 or so more yards. Overall, great kick from Beard. Great job by the Comets to even get back into field goal positioning because they did lose about 10 yards, which would have made that a 63-yard field goal, which is very difficult. But right now they got back that yardage, and right now there's Coach Tucker, as you see there. But right now the Comets did what they needed to do to get back in the field goal range, and Beard rewarded them with drilling that kick. It is 10-7. And a kickoff from about the 35-yard line. It's Desi Valdez and Noah Triplett back to return. Let's see what Beard
kicking off.
can do. Goes back to the 25-yard line. He's going to get his running start. Beard, that's a kick. That's going to go right to Desi Valdez. He has it. Triplett making a big block. Valdez gets to around the 20-yard line, where he gets absolutely hammered. So number 25 for Palomar got hit by Cameron Betts.
Number 25, Caden McDonald.
And Caden McDonald were the two Comets that took down Valdez.
So we see the Lancers offense coming back out here. They had that touchdown the last drive, but they're back once again, down by 3 points. Trying to make something here.
There's Grizel. It's going to be a handoff to Triplett. Makes one man miss. Making some more men miss as he gets taken down. Close to the first down marker right there.
Yeah, nice way just not to give up. Had some contact on him. Continuing to blitz, make some extra yards. Giving him great position here on a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 from the 20.
Mayberry. And it looks like Mateski down towards the Pasadena sideline up top. It's going to be a motion actually to Soto. It's going to be another hitch pass. Soto making men miss, and he gets the first down right there. That's a risky play to call on 2nd and 1.
Hey, it's risky, but it checked out right there. Being able to pick up the first down, continue the drive, trying to just make a slow march here.
If right now it looks like Enzioni, Dom Enzione, is going to be in the backfield. Grizel looking, he has 2 people up top and bottom. It's going to be a pass on first down. It's going to be a swing to Enzione as he gets taken down right there by number 4. That is Isaiah Strong, who has 23 interceptions on the year.
There is a flag on the play, but what a tackle right there. Trying to see what the flag is.
23 tackles, not interception. He has 1 interception, 20 tackles.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, 58 defense, 15 yards the other run, first down.
So despite that, the Lancers are going to get a blessing here. Let's re-watch that.
That looks like Grizel, and 58 hit him after he got off the pass to Enzione.
Personal foul penalty on Palomar. And the Lancers have a first down.
Now the Lancers will try to make the most out of another 15-yard penalty that Palomar has given them. They've given them double digits in yardage. That's a quick pass to Mayberry. He trucks through a couple of men, and he's still going Mayberry. The Iron Giants. Mayberry
Good for a first down.
running through people like it's nobody's business. Javery Mayberry, the 6'4",
The pass by
250
completed.
Iron Giant right there.
We continue to see in both of these teams having big chunk plays on offense. The defense got to make some stops here. We've seen some for both sides, but needs to string together some. As Pasadena, a great position here.
There's Grizel. He takes another quick pass. That is going to be caught by Hubble. Close to the first down marker right there. Looks like you got about 2 yards, a yard or two to go. And right now, both offenses are rolling. This is going to end up becoming a shootout right here. Of course, Pasadena coming off a 62-point blowout, 62-3. And Palomar actually got outgained in the game against East LA, but they still came out on top 17-14. Let's see, Grizel. He has Enzion in the backfield as he gets stuffed, trying to make something happen. Looks like maybe he lost a yard.
Got Comets just trying to find something to stop Pasadena here. That's a nice start to it.
Misa Nafua. A loss of 2.
Triplet is coming out for Mayberry.
3rd and 4.
Enzion still
at the 24.
in the backfield. Grizel, it's going to be a 3rd down. Enzion trying to find where he wants to stand. The next door behind him, he chooses behind him. Grizel takes a snap. Enzion swings out. Pressure is there. He just tries to get it out. And it looks like that'll be end of the drive right there.
Yeah,
Grizel's pass intended for
Easy Onway.
Incomplete.
Easy Onway.
pressure right there just got up in Grizel's face, unable to make anything out of that.
Hurry awarded to number 58, Skylar Briggs. Brings up a 4th down for the
Easy Onye. And Grizel looks like he's gonna go for it on about a 4th and 4.
I've seen this twice here where they've positioned to go for it. Let's see if they do.
Looks like Soto and Mayberry switch sides. Triplets in the backfield. It's going to be a fake. It's going to be a quick pass. And it looks like he's going to be stopped. No, it looks like they're going to give it to him. That looked like they got it to Hubble, I believe.
Grizel's pass completed.
And the risky gamble pays off.
Yeah, bang, bang play right there. Quick pass over there and lots of contact. Able to get through to get those 4 3 yards there.
Overall, great play. Triplet still in the backfield. Grizel. Looking, you have Trips on the bottom. You have Soto. You have Mateski, and you have that's actually number 89, Talon Page, as that ball is thrown to the end zone, and that is caught by Hubble. That is Mason Thomas guarding Ethan Hubble, and a beautiful throw from Grizel, and Pasadena has its first lead of the day.
Yeah, had a bunch of room right there. Looks like Thomas was just not on him at all. Able to get the little dump into there. Saw him hitting the gritty before. Big score right there. Pasadena is going to be up in this one now, 13-10.
Right now, the extra point will make this a 4-point game. Let's see what Hutchinson has. The snap, the kick, it looks like is going to be good. Pasadena leads 14-10. And so far, the Lots field goal hasn't come back to bite them. 2:29 remaining here in the first quarter. And we'll be back once both teams decide to kick off. Here we go. We are back, folks. Except the Pasadena still in the huddle. They break the huddle.
Seeing a high-scoring game so far, 14-10 in favor of the Lancers. Still got some time left, 2:40 in this first quarter.
With both of these high-flying offenses, it will not be surprising if we see 2 scores, as that kick right there is going to end up going out of bounds.
Yeah, the Comets have not been able to find that stroke of offense recently, only scoring 17 and 21 points in their 2 games, but the Lancers coming off a onslaught on Santa Barbara City, winning 62-3. So their offense is hot. Looks like they've been hot so far, having 2 touchdowns on the night already.
Yeah, both teams, are hot. And right now, Hutcherson's kick gives the Comets good field positioning. They've had really good field positioning pretty much all day. As looks like they motion Bosch, who leads, I believe, their division in rushing yards. As that ball was dropped by Furious Hoskins, who reeled in the 60-yard bomb touchdown on the first play for the Comets offense.
Not sure what happened there. It looked like a very slow pass. I don't know if someone from the line got their hand on it, but
either way, it's second down.
Yeah, whatever that was, not working out. Second down for the Comets. Trying to find something here. They have a lot of time. It will dump it out right there at the 40. He's going to cut through, get some yards.
That was Chatham that is Bosch's first, not even run, first reception of the day. He had one last week, and looks like there's going to be another penalty on the play. So far in this first quarter, 5 penalties. And there was one that was not even accepted as well. So that means 6 penalty flags thrown.
Yeah, his teams both need to clean it up. We'll see what the call is here by the ref, but seeing a lot of free yardage going both ways.
Dead ball, personal foul, unnecessary roughness, aid of the offense. 15 yards from the end of the run, third down.
And looks like that's going to bite Palomar in the foot right there. 15 yards going back.
To number 21, Chris Bosch.
Bosch
Penalty at the end of the play.
hasn't really been able to do anything. That's been their dangerous weapon. Bosch.
At the 28.
They've been rushing a lot with Bosch, and they haven't been in positions to where they could really utilize him, since Pasadena's offense has been high flying. And we'll see how they respond on this third down. Chatham, they're going to actually give it to Bosch. Finds a big hole right there and gets good yardage. That's going to be fourth down as the clock ticks under 2 minutes. It looks like someone is down. I can't tell what number that is, but
injured player on the field.
Looks like it's going to be the QB for the Comets. Not what you want to see, as personal trainers out there around him.
The backup for the Comets is Jacob Harris, who did play, well, has played in both games this season, so he's not unfamiliar. Chatham is still down.
On the schedule for the Lancers next Saturday.
Both teams in the huddle discussing
PCC begins
as it's fourth down, as Bosch got all that yardage back plus some more.
Travel to face College of the Canyons. Kickoff for that game is
Both teams refreshing themselves. Chatham is still down, and it looks like he is trying to get up. And that is number 21. That is actually Chris Bosch. That is their starting running back.
Chris Bosch,
Not see that one there, but
injured player coming off the field for Palomar.
Bosch looks like needed some help getting off the field. Let's hope he is well. The other running backs for the Comets are Giovanni Harte and Andrew Muirhead, along with Logan Sella.
the Comets hoping not to lose them, as they've been trying to go for some runs here, but haven't found any big gaps in the line to make any yardage there. But the pass game has been good for them, but you always like that run game to rely on.
Yes. If you pass too much, they think pass, and if you run too much, they always think run. So having a balanced attack of both is nice, and the punt team does come out. The punter for the Comets is Camden Cowgill.
Set the punt is number 46, Camden Cowgill.
Let's see the returners. Cowgill's punt is sky high, little to no spin, and it's going to be fumbled by Dorantes, but then jumped on by, I believe that's Richer and Dorantes, so nothing bad comes out of that, but Dorantes almost lost the football right there, and the Comets almost recovered it.
Could have been a big mistake right there if he was unable to get that one after allowing him to make contact with him. Would have granted Palomar a great position to continue their drive, but looks like the Lancers offense going to go out there with the lead in the game, 14-10.
Up top, it looks like they're going to have trips up top. They have number 19, Jag Richer. They have, I believe that is Dorantes, and they're going to also have Talon Pagan, the tight end. In the backfield, they have, that is Dom Ezioni. And that's a quick throw right there to Richer, or not to Richer. So that's Aiden Wood. Makes his first reception of the day.
Number 8, Aiden Wood. Pushed out of bounds.
Pushed out of bounds. The clock does stop at 1:38. Lancers have a chance to really pile on and make this an 11-point lead. Bare minimum, if they get points, it'll be a 7-point lead as Grizel waiting to take the snap. They have trips up top again. It's going to be a quick little screen pass. That is caught by Richer, who gets close to the first down. They're going to say that he is slightly short. Clock still running. As we hear, almost in the final, we're on the final 90 seconds of the quarter. Grizel trying to get him to jump. Looks back. 20 seconds of the play clock. Coach Tucker. And it looks like they're going to try to go in for like a QB sneak. 10 seconds on the play clock. It's going to be a QB sneak. Did he get enough?
Looks like the far judge is going to, the positioning would get him that, but let's see where they're going to place it.
They're going to say he got it. Let's get the first down. There is a replay of that sneak. It looks like they had overall got it a good bit right there. Elisha Teehee is in the backfield. As Paget right there was motion. Grizel trying to get it off and throws it straight out of bounds. Close receiver there was the running back, Elijah Teehee.
Yeah, that play got blown up. The Lancers had nothing there going for them. Being able just to throw that one away. Make something out of a tough play right there.
Teehee's coming out. Looks like Enzioni's coming in.
2nd and 10 from the 35.
Looks like Palomar is trying. Looks like they're gonna be rushing 4. It's a rollout. Grizel looking downfield, sees nothing. Grizel gets a nice block. It's gonna end up going out of bounds right there. With 24 seconds remaining.
Grizel with the carry, tackle.
Grizel gets it. I believe it makes it about a 3rd and 7. Here's a replay of the rollout. Grizel looking downfield, saw nothing. Great block by Enzione. Enzione needs to just try and make sure that Grizel does not lose yards. It's a 3rd and 8 now for Grizel and the Pasadena offense. They have Talon Paget. Looks like he's going to be blocking. They have Triplet lined up at receiver with Wood on the bottom as well.
Just going to let that play clock go down, and then it's going to be the end of it. Let's see.
Are they going to call delay game, or are they going to say that it ran out?
Delay game. Offense number 7. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
We're going to go back 5 yards. The scoreboard says 0 seconds remaining in the quarter. Will they allow a free play? Triplet in the backfield. They have Dorantes and Wood on the bottom. Richard up top. Paget still in as tight end.
Clock operator, please pull 1 second on the clock.
they're going to give him 1 second. That's when the play clock ended. 25 on the play clock. With 1 second on the scoreboard clock. Here we go. It's 3rd and 12. Grizel, rollout, blown up. Grizel just going to heave it up. And that is going to be caught by Richard. The quarter will end on a bomb play from Richard. Richard with the catch. Grizel with the throw. And that is going to be the end of the first quarter. Lancers leading 14-10.
35-yard pass play. That is the end of the first quarter of play here at Robinson Stadium. With the score, the Lancers 14, Palomar 10.
Yeah, what a play right there. A 35-yard pass to Richard to end the quarter. Great end for it there. You know, you're starting off the second here with some momentum. You already are leading by 4.
Yeah, it's a great position that Pasadena wants to be in. As we talked about earlier, that they were slow against Saddleback, but right now it seems like they're starting to find their footing and groove right now. And Palomar right now just trying to answer back desperately, as they will flip sides of the field, as is tradition with every time a quarter ends, you flip sides of the field. So instead of being towards the far side, towards the parking structure, they'll be towards the American flags and the Robinson Stadium sign that they have over there. Looks like Pageant is still the tight end. They have Richard on the bottom towards the Pasadena sideline. There is Grizel. Up top, it looks like they have number 84, Raul Dorantes. And the very, very top, I believe that is number 1, Ethan Hubble. Dorantes is in motion. Grizel takes a snap. It's going to be a rollout. It's going to be a throw. That is to Dorantes, just to get about 7 to 8 yards right there overall. Very simple rollout play to get it to Dorantes, and looks like Wood was up top, and looks like they're going to Pasadena switching out Pagans.
The Lancers finding a groove here. Those two plays, the last two plays, combining for around 42 yards. So getting those chunks out, and they're in pretty good position here.
2nd and 1 for the Lancers.
For a 2nd and 1.
Looks like they have Dorantes and Triplet in the backfield. It's going to be a handoff to Triplet, and he gets rocked. And it looks like they're going to call it. Looks like the closer judge is going to say he was a little short. Might be another time for another QB sneak. They have both the running backs out. They both have Triplet and they have Inzioni.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to give it to them, as that the sticks are moving. So it's going to be 1st and 10 once again for the Lancers. They just continue their push here.
For a Lancers first down.
Lancers offense is rolling good, but Palomar's offense is also very deadly and dangerous. So you do not want to let your foot off the gas, especially in the game that's close as this. And both teams are in divisions where the leader is undefeated so far within the first 2 weeks. So both teams need a win. That's a Grizel keeper. It's going to be a flip to Richard. One man to beat. He gets tackled right there. And it's going to be a first down. That was some trickery right there from the Lancers. A little bit of deception and pure chaos.
Yeah, what can I say? I think we all got tricked on that one. Being able to get a humongous chunk, move the sticks once again. Let's see a replay of that.
Yeah, it looks like he was going to be a quarterback keeper. And Richard just on the end around got through right there. And they moved the sticks. It's at the first down. And they still have room to get another first down if they get it on the 2-yard line. Let's see. Grizel takes a snap. It's going to be throwing for Richard as he was covered by number 7. That is James Coddington. Good defense from Coddington right there, as that pass was intended for Richard.
Yeah, that might be the first time that we're seeing a play here that just hasn't gone for a touchdown when being thrown in the end zone. So that hold your head up high, Palomar. You got to stop, but Pasadena still got quite amount of tries here. They still could get another set of downs around like the 2-yard line.
If Richard had scored the touchdown, it would have been the third different receiver to get touchdowns. That was a play to Dorantes that got swallowed up for major yardage loss right there.
Palomar was all over that one. Ain't nowhere to go for them.
There's a replay of that. There was a little end around to Dorantes, and it looks like number 53. That is Evan Soray got in there for the big loss. You see Dorantes up there as well. Looks like Pagant's also in. Triplets in. Up top, it looks like Wood, Dorantes, Pagant. Backfield, triplet. Down low is Richard. It's going to be another rollout. Grizel is going to throw it. It's going to be caught.
They're going to give it to him. Touchdown for the Lancers. We all had to hold our breaths there as we still are a little bit confused. One judge said touchdown. Okay, we have a penalty as well.
And that was thrown to Aiden Wood.
Offense number 10. Take out penalties to the previous spot. Come down.
And that's going to be a holding penalty to bring back the touchdown.
Yeah, that would make some sense as we saw there was quite a good amount of time for the quarterback of the Lancers to be able to make that pass, but.
All right, looks like Pagant, the tight end's coming out. They're going to go double running back set with Elijah Teehee and Noah Triplett. They have Jag Richard on the bottom. They have Dorantes on top. And then on top of Dorantes is Aiden Wood.
Brings the ball back to the 25.
Here we go, Grizel. 3rd and a mile. Grizel takes it. Blitz. Throwing. Knocked and rocked. That was a pass intended for Triplett. It looks like number 18. That looks like Aslan Enriquez. Broken up as that was a big hit. And it looks like the offense is staying out there. 18 seconds winding down on the play clock. Incomplete pass stops the clock.
Brings up a 4th down and 24 for the Lancers.
4th and 24. It's 4th in a Walmart parking lot. Let's see what Grizel has. That looks like it's going to be
a timeout for the Lancers. So
yeah, timeout.
Not sure what was the idea there, but
I think the idea might have been to maybe get him to jump off sides.
Timeout, Pasadena College. That is your first start timeout of the half.
That is the first timeout for the Lancers of this half, according to the referee. And so right now they're in the huddle trying to discuss what to do. I think they might bring out the field goal unit. Maybe giving their kicker, Zach Hutchinson, maybe more time to warm up, try to make the more long field goal. So we'll see what they end up trying to do. Looks like there's some players in the huddle that recognize. There's Richard, there's Wood, there's a lot of familiar faces. There's Soto in the huddle as well.
I'm sorry. That is Pasadena College's second charge timeout of the half.
Okay.
Confusion from the refs. It looks like it was the second time out of the half. The referee set the first.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that there was one quite early into the first quarter, but looks like we checked it all out. It's going to be only one timeout left for the Lancers, but let's see what they're going to do.
4th and 24, and they're going to go for it from the Palomar's 25-yard line. This is a move. Let's see what's going to happen. They need to get to about the 2-yard line for a first down. Grizel back. Pressure gets in. Grizel throws. It's going to be tipped. Number 0, that was Thomas. Home crowd wants a flag. No flag given. And instead of going for 3, they try for the end zone. And it gets knocked away.
Pass breakup on the play.
Aaron, what do you think about that call going for on 4th and 24?
You know, it's quite the risky play. You are up 4, but I'd say take the points as you're going to be still up by what? You still need to score a touchdown, but The Lancers go for it. They had a good play right there, but 3 guys in the end zone for Palomar there to cover it. Now you're just going to be giving them a position here relatively around where they would get if you kicked it out the end zone. So
Yeah, they rolled the dice and ended up getting snake eyes. Looks like it's going to be a fake. It looks like Chatham. Deep ball. Broken up. Broken up by looks like number 31. That is Desi Valdez.
yeah, that one hit Valdez's head. So
Bomb pass by Chatham.
Well, that's one way to use your head right there. Let's see the replay of it. It was play action from Chatham, and it was a bomb right there intended for number 8, Vincent Landry IV.
Palomar continuing to go for those big chunk plays. That was like kind of similar to the play that we saw for the first play of the game for that offense, but not able to make anything out there.
Second down.
Lightning couldn't strike twice right there. Let's see what Chatham and this offense can do. Chatham takes a snap, looks around, pocket collapsing, running, gets it off to number 22. The running back, he gets a big run right there, and he's taken down. That is number 20. That is Giovanni Harte right there, and that's a big
Chatham's
play
pass
right there.
completed to number 22, Gio Hardy.
Giovanni Hardy.
Yard pass play, a Palomar first down.
What a play right there.
Yeah, everyone on the Lancers defense got a hand on him, but no one was able to take down the big old 2-2.
Tackle by Gabriel Suleiman.
Let's see. It's going to be another one to Hardy, and he gets nothing right there. Right there. They're trying to get the run game going, as of course Bosch
The carry by Hardy.
was out of this game.
Tackle on the play by Jason Ridley.
Jason Ridley right there
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9.
with the
from
tackle.
46.
There's Chatham. Valdez was motioned, and we're going to motion the running back Hardy again. It's going to be a pass. Looks like a big blitz. It's going to be a quick throw out there, and it's going to slide down. That pass was to Hoskins.
Yeah, was just not having the best of footing right there. Unable to make anything out of it, but still got some yardage to bring up a pretty nice second down. Actually, it's going to be 3rd and 2.
Right now they're trying
Completion by Chatham to Hoskins.
to just
Tackle
get
on the play
more
by
first
Steve
downs to
Rice.
keep up with this high-flying Pasadena offense.
2 for Palomar at the Lancers 47.
Let's see what Chatham has. He's yelling to his teammates on a 3rd and 2. Will they hand it off? They will, and he gets the first down and gets more. Great run for Hardy right there.
Yeah, no one was able to take him down for a sizable amount of time. Able to get a big chunk of yards right there. Palomar continuing this drive. It's been quite a fruitful one for them, trying to just collect everything here, get it to the end zone. Got some distance to go, but for 1st and 10, see what they make out of it here. Looks like it's going to be a drop back pass.
That's a sling right there and caught. Are they going to say it was caught? They are going to say, let's see what the referee, they're going to say incomplete pass. That pass looked like it was complete.
Pass intended for number 87.
Yeah, right on the sideline there. If it was caught, it would have brought up like a 2nd and 1, but calling that he was just out of bounds before reeling it in.
Yeah, that is very
2nd and
unfortunate.
10 for Palomar at the 38.
Tristan Pugel. That was who it was intended for. That's going to be another run. That looks like number 28. That looks like Logan Sella. That's their committee of running backs that they have. Palomar. They have Bosch, they have Hardy, they have Muirhead, and they have Sella.
Yeah, you got to respect it about the offense. They're going through it anyway. The pass game has been bountiful, being able to get those massive chunk plays. But, you know, when it's not working out, you have an incompletion. They've been able to go to that run, the run game. But right now at 3rd and 8, going to have to go for a pass, trying to find something here, and it's going to be caught right there. Looks like it is going to be.
Let's see what is going to be ruled. The Palomar sideline wants an offsides.
Tackle on the play by Ivan Can.
Ivan Can was the tackler right there, as it looks like the field goal unit will come out.
Yeah, 4th and 5. Only able to get 3 yards on that last play, but here comes the kicking game for Palomar. We've already seen one field goal be successful for them. Trying to get a second one here.
50 yards. Made 53-yarder last time, Beard. The kick is blocked. Pasadena needs to pick it up. And they will not pick it up. They'll roll out of bounds, but both field goals have been blocked. Looks like Tucker talking to Valdez right there. And it looks like the 3 points that Lancers missed out earlier will not come back to bite them.
Yeah, second blocked field goal of the game. That's a 6-point swing here, but unable to get anything there.
Lancer special teams said stand down right there. And as Grizel is back for Pasadena on offense.
Just over 8 minutes left in this second quarter. Pasadena out there on the around the 30-yard line. Going to go for the run there.
Triplet got tripped up and fell backwards right there. As he gets about, I'd say about 4 yards-ish. You get around 4 yards.
So they're going to give him 5 for that one.
Yeah, let's see. Grizel with Triplet in the backfield. It's going to be another handoff. They got to him in the backfield, but Triplet with a burst of speed. Triplet, the Swiss Army knife, the armed and dangerous right there.
Yeah, Triplet got a hand in a man's face, pushes him down, creates that massive gap for himself. No one there, able to get a humongous chunk of yardage for the Lancers. Ball's going to be now on the 47-yard line.
If I had to decide whether I had to stand in front of a train or Noah Triplet, I'm taking the train. Noah Triplet just stiff-armed a man into oblivion. Here's Grizel with, I believe that is Dom Enzioni in the backfield, as that's a quick pass right there. That's going to be to number 81, I believe.
Yeah, the rusher got through, but Pasadena still able to make that quick pass out.
Grizel's pass completed.
That was to Cam Mitchell.
Cam Mitchell tackles on the play by Tam
That was a very scary play. There was like an unblocked blitzer right there. Great job from Grizel. Here is a replay showing how they got it to Mitchell. Here's Grizel. It's going to be a quick screen pass. That is to Maddox Mateski. I believe that's his first reception of the day as he gets the first down. That was a crazy play call right there, in my opinion.
Yeah, you know what I'm seeing, though? Grizel having great pocket presence here, being able to read the pocket. He's had some tough plays where the pocket just disappears for him, but able to make some passes even when it's not going through. It's kind of keeping the Lancers alive, being able to continue their drives.
Here's Grizel. It's going to be a little gift to Soto, and nothing right there.
Yeah, that one was dead from the beginning.
All of Palomar was right there. Overall, that play was really going to go nowhere, but it could have also lost them a bunch of yardage. So good job from Soto to make it pretty much a net neutral. There's number 58 for Palomar. That is Skylar Briggs. Looks like Mayberry is also on the field for Pasadena. In the backfield, it looks like it's Dom Enzioni. Grizel, another reverse to Richer. They fall for it again, and oh my goodness.
On the reverse, Jag Richer with the
that is Isaiah Strong, who ran down Richer like a beagle running down a little squirrel right there. He followed that play very well to make that tackle.
A beagle running down a little squirrel. You know.
The only hunting thing I could think of.
A beagle.
Beagle, common hunting dog. There's Grizel trying to get him to jump off sides. Play clock at 10 now. 4:50 left in the second quarter. Grizel, quick throw. That is to Mitchell. That is a great tackle from Palomar, as that got nowhere. And it looks like Pasadena is going to stay out there on the field. They are being aggressive.
Bill's pass completed to Cam Mitchell.
Yeah, I think Pasadena kind of being forced to be aggressive after we saw that they got ransacked on special teams with the injury bug. So keeping their offense out there is kind of their only choice. So
yeah, they just trying to get better field positioning. 4th and 9. Grizel with triplet in the backfield. 3-man rush again. Grizel throwing. Caught! They got it to Richer as he plunders the defense once again.
Good for a Lancers first down.
another humongous chunk play for the Lancers, being able to come up with it when they need it.
Pushed out of bounds by Mason Thomas.
Bring on the chaos this game has been. Grizel rolled out. Great defense right there, and Richard just burned his man. That is Thomas again. Let's see. We got our motion Soto. Grizel with triplet in the backfield. It's gonna be another rollout. It's gonna be a throw, and right through the hands of Soto. It looks like number 5 was also there.
Yeah, going back to a very similar play right there as to what we saw in the play before, but unable to get anything out there. You know, see it twice, you know what's going to happen.
Yes, it is. Soto comes out of the game,
Second down.
and so does in comes Dorantes. Paget is motioning out. Triplet in the backfield. Looks like up top, it's Richard Dorantes. Backfield is triplet. Down low is Mateski and Paget. Let's see. Shotgun. Grizel steps forward. He's going to throw it right through Triplet's hands. Maybe he could have gotten some yardage if he kept going forward. He decided to throw it, and he may have put a little too much zip on it right there, and it goes right through Triplet's hands.
It was the second time we had to come out of the pocket in this game, but right there, the last time we saw that, had that whimsical touchdown throw to the end zone on the opposite side, but right there, unable to find anything, throwing it right through his receiver's hands. Grizel just trying to work with what he's got. 3rd and 10, though. It's going to be a ways.
Let's see if Grizel can strike another spark in this offense on another 3rd and long. Let's see what Grizel will do. They have trips down low. They have Dorantes. They have Mateski. They have Paget. Here it comes. Big blitz. Grizel throwing. Dorantes, he overthrew him slightly. He may have had a step on Lucas Valencia, the safety, or the corner.
Yeah, Grizel just putting too much air on that one. Had a good chance right there with number 84, but unable to bring it down. Sometimes you just let it sail too far. That comes back to bite you, but Lancers are still going to be up. Going to go for a 4th and 10 field goal. You know, first time that they're trying it. They had the blocked field goal, but you know, I'm actually kind of shocked as we've seen 4th and 25 they've chose to go for it, but
yeah, let's see what Hutchinson has.
Trying to make it a 7-point game.
It looks like it got tipped at the line. It's no good again.
That was wide left.
Yeah, that was a weird liner because of that contact that I assumed there was. Didn't really catch it from my view, but
it looked like that kick got tipped at the line. It looked like it was still a little too low, and that tip made it veer off wide left.
Palomar still with the only made field goal of this game. There's been 4 tries at it with these two teams combined, but 3 misses / blocks. So far, the kicking game has not been in favor of either of these teams.
It has not, and right now Palomar has a chance to capitalize again. Looks like Chatham's back in. They have 2 running backs, and it's going to be a quick throw.
Yeah, had a guy in his face, unable to make anything out of that, but
it looked like Jake Kim may have bumped into one of the Palomar receivers, number 81, Micah Johnson, a little early, but they didn't call it. Let's see what Chatham has got. They have Hardy in the backfield. Chatham looking, throwing. Knocked a little low. That was intended for Hoskins, but unfortunately a little low.
Yeah, he tried to make an effort out of that one, getting low to the ground, unable to bring it in though.
That is unfortunate right there, as that could have been a really big spark for the Comets trying to soar through the air. And right now, it's 3rd and long again. Trips down low. 19. Evan Hiermath is down there, along with Trips. It's going to be a quick throw, overthrown. Intended for, I believe that is Hoskins again. They had Trips down low with all winding paths, and Pasadena played it perfectly to force Chatham to throw the one-on-one and just slightly overthrown. Great defense from Pasadena.
Back-to-back drives from both of these offenses where an overthrown ball is what ends up being the kill shot. Palomar unable to make anything out of that. It's quite a nice punt. Going to get to around the 35-yard line. That's where we're going to start their position.
Yeah, great job from the defense of Pasadena to just hold them after the blocked kick. 46-yard punt right there from the punter, Cowgill. 2:57. Lancers have 1 timeout. The Comets have all 3. So let's see what's gonna happen. Will Palomar use their timeouts for half? We'll find out as Grizel roll out. 3 men there. And that's going to be him taken down. Clock still running.
Yeah, unable to get anything there, but that's kind of what I would assume from this drive is, you're in a good position. You could run the clock all the way down, depending on how far you can go, but being able to make a drive out of it, get some first downs, try to string something together, and then also kill that clock. So I see a lot of running plays coming up, but when they get desperate is when we see the passes. 2nd and 13 might be a pass play here.
Let's see what Grizel has. It's going to be a quick pass over there to Hubble as he's pushed out of bounds. Not what Pasadena wanted, as they're trying to chew the clock and milk it. However, they do get back to slightly above the first down marker, a couple yards ahead of it. And it looks like they actually are going to run the clock. Looks like he got pushed out of bounds backwards, which means the clock still runs. With 20 seconds on the play clock, we will be heading to the 2-minute warning. When 3, 2, 1, 2-minute warning. Be a quick little timeout.
2-minute timeout warning.
So, Aaron, what are your thoughts on this game so far?
Pasadena, both of these offenses, what has been sticking out to me is that they're aggressive with the ball, but being able to sprinkle it out to every single player on that offense, just being able to have multiple options, really allows some great plays that we've seen from both offenses. Stellar play from Palomar was that first throw of the game that went for a touchdown. Really shocked all of us here at Robinson Stadium.
Yeah, that was a very big shock. Currently, the live stats, as it says that Pasadena has had a total of 298 yards to Palomar's 128, and about half of those came on the when she said that big first play touchdown. So after that, it was only about 68 yards of total offense for Palomar after the big play. Pasadena has been chipping away, and let's see what they're going to do here on about a 3rd and 8. Grizel, triplet to his right. Let's see what Grizel and this offense has in store. Will they try to go? It's going to be a motion from Soto. Fake, tipped, caught by Hubble. And it's going to get stopped right there.
Hubble with the presence to save that one. If tip balls are very dangerous, just puts the ball up in the air with a lot of time. Hubble was able to save it, but nothing going for Pasadena there. It's going to be 4th and 10. Looks like 4th and 7, actually, but it looks like the offense is going to stay out. What I expect a punt as if you don't get it, you're giving Palomar great positioning.
Let's see, Coach Tucker has been very aggressive all game long. They do have their regular punter back, Alejandro Rodriguez. He got injured last year. But they also have Xavier Buckles, who was punting for them. And it looks like there will be a punt, maybe.
Yeah, but that's what I was looking for, was that timeout. They had one left in the well. Going to take it there, possibly rethink it. I would not be shocked if the punter comes out by himself out there to make the kick.
Let's see. Rodriguez is number 93. Buckles is number 13. So if you see any of those head out onto the field, you know that they're punting the ball. Buckles is an interesting case. He was a backup quarterback then at Saddleback when they lost Dylan Benitez. He had a punt. And so you also hear the marching band in the distance, which is nice. Pasadena has a great marching band. They will be performing at the halftime show, like the halftime.
They're playing Don't Stop Me Now, but Palomar definitely being able to stop Pasadena in these last three plays. Pasadena trying to avoid handing this ball off. Got 1:12 left on the game, or left of the clock here in the second quarter.
They should play Weediness with the Fire.
I don't know. That's what I was going to say was both these teams had some fire plays, but I think what's separated them so far is Pasadena has had two crucial passes where, you know, they've had the string together plays, but then they're also able to capitalize. Palomar, after that one touchdown, the blessing of a pass, unable to get anything here besides that field goal.
Like you said, both teams were red hot, but right now they're ice cold as number 93.
That is the first charge timeout of the half.
Palomar takes a timeout. They saw they're going to punt. Maybe trying to recoup their players. So both back-to-back timeouts have been used, which means Palomar cannot call another timeout. I don't understand exactly why they used it, but Joe Early, 23rd season. He's been coaching since 2002. He led Palomar to be like the 8th ranked team in 2009 with a 10-3 record. They went to a bowl game. So he has he's a very distinguished career right there, as you see. Head coach and defensive coordinator, same as Robert Tucker. A difference of 18 seasons. Will the relatively newer coach come out on top here, or will the old veteran show him a couple of tricks or two he's picked up along the way to make the comeback? We'll find out as Rodriguez will punt the ball. It's a high snap. It's going to be
Get
on
down
the
on
floor.
that one.
He's going to kick
it out. Mad with himself there. You know, we're talking about the timeout, taking it just to realize what's going to be the play, and right there might have actually tripped out Pasadena. High snap leading to that. They're going to need to punt it here, but what a mistake right there. Pasadena just blessing Palomar with great positioning here.
Let's see if they're going to get him on a penalty of kicking, like a legal kick. But as you were saying, yeah, they have good field positioning, and they have a chance to double up because they receive the ball coming out of half. So the Comets, they have a chance to really put a dent in the Pasadena lead. If Pasadena holds them to a field goal, it's going to be really, really good. What happened? Good golly.
Nearing the punt. Illegal kick. Half distance to the goal. First.
So they're going to give half distance to the goal. That's the 5th penalty for Pasadena. They have now overtaken the penalty lead.
Yeah, both these teams not playing the smartest ball here, but relatively close. But Palomar having a great position here, and then as you mentioned, they're going to get the ball back after the start, or after we start the third quarter here. But
At the 7.
what a momentum shift here.
Let's see how Chatham's going to do. Let's see what he has in store for them. It's going to be a quick throw.
It's going to be a touchdown right there for Palomar, making only 11 seconds off the clock. Able to get that touchdown. Going to give the ball back to Pasadena, but no timeouts left for them.
Yeah, it's not even 2-minute drill. It's 1-minute drill. That touchdown was caught by Vincent Landry IV. So for the special teams has been the real Achilles heel for these Lancers, as looks like Beard's going to try another extra point. A block here would be very big for the Lancers as the Comets get another guy on. Let's see if Pasadena can block this field goal. This extra point attempt. It's up. And it's good.
Good rush right there, but unable to make anything out of it. Palomar has been down for almost, 20 minutes now, but they're back on top here, 17-14.
There's a replay of that touchdown. He just beat, that looks like number 31, that looks like Desi Valdez. And so right now, both teams want to go into half with momentum. So far, the Comets have it. But right now, the Lancers got 59 seconds to get down the field. Maybe even spike the ball and try another field goal, or more likely, with them being this aggressive, go for a touchdown. There is Beard.
Beard is kicking off.
Carson Beard.
Back to return for the Lancers. Number 10, Noah Triplett. Number 31, Desi Valdez.
Triplett and Valdez were ready to return. What would be awesome would be a kick return touchdown. They almost had one against Saddleback, but it was called back due to a block in the back. That really changed momentum, as the Lancers did actually lose by a touchdown. And they did have last possession, so overall, very, very crucial. Let's see. Beard kicks off. It's going to go to Triplett's side. Valdez getting in front. Triplett trying to make magic happen.
He has a bunch of space here. Just got one guy to go after. Going to run outside there around the 45.
That looked like number 46. That looked like the punter. Cowgill pushed him out of bounds. But that took 10 seconds off the clock, and they have great field positioning. Triplett, explosive.
Pasadena making it more manageable. 49 seconds left on that clock. Trying to make something out of this.
Great job.
Lancers start possession at the 47.
Great job from the kicker, the kickoff man. It was Cowgill to make sure to push Triplett out of bounds. Otherwise, that would have very much been a kick return touchdown. Here's a replay. My bad. It was Cowgill who didn't kick it off. Kicked it off, not Beard. There's Triplett, and he just ran and ran. Got a great room. And there's Cowgill with the big tackle. Grizel trips on bottom. Cannot afford to get sacked. Grizel
wide open.
Out. Caught by Hubble. They got to hurry up. 40 seconds.
They have time here. Everyone just rushing, though. Trying to...
Oh, in college, when you get a first down, you have to wait for the change before the clock starts moving. And now the clock goes down. 38 seconds. 42-yard return. 44-yard play. 86 yards.
First and goal for the Lancers here. Drops back for Grizel. Trying to find something. That line's going to collapse around him. Going to be a sack. Did the ball get out? Palomar saying that they have it. What a shift here. It looks like it's going to be Palomar's ball, Oscar.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate right there for the Lancers. They had it. They had it, and it looks like Grizel is hurt. Unfortunate. They went all the way down the field, got so close. And Grizel gets hurt. Let's take a look at the strip sack, and that ball did come out. I think Grizel landed weirdly on his leg as the defense is out there. Right there, you see Ridley and Rab.
What a shift right there. What was that, like 30 seconds? We were running in from a great pass out there, but then gets flipped on its head. Palomar's offense out there now.
Let's see what Chatham can do. They're going to just run it with, that's Hardy as he goes down, and that might be the end of the half. Pasadena almost took the lead or tied it up. 6 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, And the first half is over 17-14. The Comets will receive the kickoff. And right now, Pasadena needs to come out of half and make sure that Max Grizel is okay. Very big injury. Very big injury right there for the Lancers.
Yeah, Oscar, I don't know what to start off with, but definitely a momentum shift that we saw there.
Yes, it was. As quickly as it went to the Lancers, it quickly went back to Palomar right there. And overall, just a big shift right there. Very unfortunate. Also, we saw Grizel again went down. Hopefully, he will be all right. But if not, Buckles will come in. Buckles, gunslinger as well. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, main focus right now is Grizel's hope, as, you know, having a QB out there, having to swap out your starting QB is definitely not what you want to see. But, you know, one of my takeaways that I've had, I mentioned it before, was just the sprinkling of the offense for both these teams, opening up every single way of, like, trying to get some yards. It's really been working out. Palomar was unable to get some critical plays, but we saw in the last few minutes they're able to work out something here, being able to find some points, and then now they're actually going to be on top going into the half, 17-14. So,
yeah. Also, some of my takeaways that I've seen from this game are also just the fact that Coach Tucker is being very, very aggressive. As you saw, there's 2 blocked field goals, and he goes for it on 4th and very long. But it seems like he knows what he's doing every time he rolls the dice. And let's see if that ends up coming back to burn him, or will it be the reason why Pasadena ends up winning tonight?
Well, let's see what happens, though. We're going to go into halftime. Pasadena's marching band going to be out there trying to find some mojo, though, in the locker room for Pasadena. Had a brutal ending to that second half. Let's see how they come back out of it.
Yeah, will the end of that first half leak into the second half, or will Pasadena stonewall the momentum and take it back? We'll find out as the marching band is getting ready on the field along with the color guard, and we will see you after halftime.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The Pasadena City College Music Department is proud to present for your halftime entertainment the tradition of excellence, the Pasadena City College Lancer Marching Band and Color Guard. The Lancer Band is sponsored by the Performing and Communication Arts Division of Pasadena City College, the PCC Foundation, Standard Uniforms, Yamaha Drums, Zildjian Cymbals, Evans Drumheads, Innovative Percussion Sticks and Mallets, and a generous donation from the Jerry and Terry Cole Family Foundation. Tonight, under the field command of Drum Major Orlando Garcia, the Lancer Marching Band is teasing you with the first number of this year's field show called Legends That Live Forever. legend led his group to numerous top 10 hits, including 3 #1 songs in the United States alone. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Queen. Our next song was added to the latest Just Dance 2025 edition after being added to last year's Fortnite version. But to Green Day fans, it's been a big hit since being released in 1994. Here is Basket Case.
Bro.
In 1979, before Thriller, Michael Jackson put out the album Off the Record, which contains our next selection. It was never released as a single, but was the B-side of Rock With You in the US, and then the B-side of Off the Wall in the UK. Well, that drove the popularity of Working Day and Night. And the Lancer Marching Band closes out our halftime performance by supporting our Lancers with the Pasadena City College fight song.
Hey, where's the Jim on the line? Jim, are you there?
Ladies and gentlemen, the tradition of excellence, the Pasadena City College Lancer Marching Band Color Guard.
Hey, Jacob, do me a favor. Can you put this menu into the white balance?
Yeah.
The PCC Lancer Band is under the direction of Dr. Peter Huerta, Assistant Director, Percussion Director Tad Carpenter, Uniform Manager Declan Kalman, Equipment Manager and Social Media Manager Kevin Dank, Historian Alfredo Garcia, Percussion Staff Aaron Bond, J. Fernando Diaz, Dimitri McLean, Daniel LaFrance, and Grant Hilbert. Color Guard Staff Dr. Deborah Seeley, Leslie Valier, Enrique Miramontes Jr., Joshua Kino, Visual Support Staff Esteban De Leon, Jonathan Ken, and Brande Lagarza, musical arrangements by Rock McNutt, percussion arrangements by Tad Carpenter. The PCC Division Dean is Dr. Solomon Cross, for the Tradition of Excellence out of Clark Basin.
Yeah, no, because we adjusted all the color temperatures, so all of them except yours should be here. Okay. So for 4,000, 4,000, 0, 4,000, and then 10 dB.
Okay.
10 dB here.
Yeah, that gain. I got you.
So you got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so
4,000. Let me take a picture so I can.
Let me take it for you.
I'll go match my camera to that.
So don't forget, really quick, I'm going to show you. So 4,000 And then right there, 10 dB.
Got you.
10 dB right here.
Got it.
Yeah, okay, you got it.
Some first half numbers. Palomar. KJ Chatham, 7 for 14. 114 yards and 2 touchdowns. Darius Hoskin, 2 receptions for 67 yards. For Pasadena, Max Brazell completed 24 of 33 attempts for 301 yards and 2 touchdowns. Ethan Hubble, 7 receptions, 135 yards, 1 touchdown. Javery Mayberry, 2 catches for 55 yards and 1 touchdown. On defense for Palomar, Mason Thomas with 4 tackles, Isaiah Strong with 6 tackles. For Pasadena, 3 tackles each for Gabriel Suleiman and Coleman Morning.
Welcome back, everybody. We're here right before the second half, and I just wanted to see what second half adjustments you think that the Lancers will make, Aaron.
Well, I think, they're being forced to play very aggressive due to, the special teams being a little knocked up. But I think just being able to capitalize on that aggressiveness, but they've been putting themselves in really tough situations. So it's all about just trying to get into having an all well-rounded offensive plan, but try to see how that will connect to it. But both of these teams, they've had a lot of opportunities, unable to make field goals. Field goals. I don't know how I forgot about that. Field goals, we've seen, 3, 4 missed field goals so far. Someone needs to make one. That's a lot of points being left out there on the field, trying to find something here. But Palomar up 17-14, trying to see, can Pasadena actually respond to something?
Yeah, you do have many good points about the aggressiveness, and they're being aggressive to the special teams. And I think that they do need to get themselves into these 4th and short, or even 4th and medium, but they just cannot do 4th and long or 4th and 24. Or even just maybe the kicker, Zach Richardson, Hutchinson needs a little bit of just a mental reset. Maybe that's what he might need, because all of his kicks that have been blocked have been low kicks that have been tipped at the line. And so maybe during this, before the little intermission before the second half, maybe he tries to kick the ball up more.
Yeah, we're about to get to that second half, but we're just trying to see, can either of these teams capitalize on it? We saw a lot of beginning success in that first quarter, high scoring, but trying to find something here for both of these teams, and we'll see how that goes as Pasadena's going to kick it away to start off this second half.
I have a really good feeling, a strong feeling that this game will end up going into overtime, and if it does, we will discuss college overtime rules. But let's see what's going to happen. The Comets trying to make their lead bigger. The Lancers trying to stop them as the kickoff is there. It's going to be returned by number 13.
He has a wide gap right there, but just being hit from under.
Number 13, that is Bubba Garcia right there. And let's see what's going to happen so far. Right now, the sun is completely set. The stars are out, both on and off the field. The moon is shining bright tonight. Moon is a waning gibbous.
Palomar starts possession at the 28.
It's a cool, brisk night here in Pasadena after we've had fairly hot summer, as it's now almost fall. 68 degrees, expected to get even lower, low as 65 right now, as right now the running back Hardy's been motioned, and there's a flag. It looks like it will be a false start, and maybe the momentum going into half has been taken away. Number 65, that is Cade Barney. And right now, both teams just trying to get their special team troubles, their woes, in control.
Yeah, Palomar already starting off on a 1st and 15.
It's
not putting themselves out on the best of footing, but right there.
That was a run play. I believe that was Logan Sella. Great stop from this Pasadena team. And even if they hold Palomar to 3, they're only down 6 points, which means a touchdown makes it 21-20 if they get the extra point, as we've known. It's been a very difficult for both teams. Their kickers right now. Both kickers trying to get through everything. And right now it's going to be a little pass play caught. That looks like it's number 81.
Not going to go down for much right there, but
that is Micah Johnson, number 81.
Pasadena just trying to get a stop right here, coming after that disastrous end to the first half. A stop would be a big, big change in this one. At least giving the ball back to the offense.
There's Jason Ridley, one of the captains of this Pasadena team. On the sideline, there is Grizel, and there's Chatham. He's going to throw it, get hit, and he overthrew his receiver. That was number 11. That was Jathan Bajorino.
Yeah, had a guy there, but where the pass ended up, nothing but red jersey.
Yes, it was. That could have very easily been picked off. Is that the punter / kickoff man, Cowgill, will be there to punt it away. Return man looks like it's going to be Richer.
Set the punt, number 46.
So as Palomar is going to go out there and punt, we're going to see Pasadena's offense have the ball once again. We saw at the end their quarterback going down, looked like he was walking off with a limp. We're going to see how that he comes back from that as that ball, what a dribbler of a kick.
That ball was in the air sky high for a minute. Also helps that the breeze is also kind of blowing in towards us.
4-yard punt by Cowgill, no return.
So that ball, even more time to stay up in the air. And it looks like Buckles will start off this game as Grizel will be on the sidelines. Xavier Buckles came in a little bit for Saddleback, ran a lot of plays, has a big, big arm. Looks like Mayberry's in for Pasadena. Buckles gets it, is going to hand it off to Dom. Easy Onway, who gets a first down and makes a couple men miss. Easy Onway.
Great running play right there. Actually might have been one of the best running plays that we've seen so far of this half. But we can get a replay on that one just to show all of the missed tackles right there, just continuing to keep that run alive. Let's see the replay right there.
Yeah, there's Easy Onway, found the hole, made a couple men miss, little sidestep, and he gets through as right there. It's like it was another run play. It's going to be down, but another big gain yardage right there. The more yardage is gained, the better for Pasadena. That is Easy Onway again. Looks like substitution for the Comets. That was number 98. That was Eddie Villa come out of the game. There's Buckles. He had some reps during the Saddleback. Overall.
Yeah, with Buckles in, we're seeing a lot of pathways are going to go to that well again. Going to get, tripped around, going to get that first down. Someone's helmet flying off.
That was
I don't know what was going around in that play, but.
Looks like number 95, that is Pia Misa Lefua. Looks like his helmet came off. It looks like Triplett also kind of got like choke slammed as he kind of went backwards a little bit. But overall, kind of stayed on his feet. And overall did very well to keep on going. Looks like
a 2-yard carry.
2-yard gain right there.
And it's good for the Lancers first
Buckles, last game at Santa Barbara, 8 for 12, 132 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions.
Please hit the play clock for 25 seconds when we're going on offense. If not, we'll take on the field.
Referee making a call right there. But before that game, during the Saddleback game, where Pasadena barely lost, Buckles played a good bit. Went 4 for 12 for 49 yards. It looks like it could be another run for Triplett. It gets nothing.
It's going
to be second down. So Buckles is coming off a good game. Still doesn't have a passing touchdown to his name this season.
Second and 12 from the 46.
So we're going to see what Buckles has in store, as he's most likely going to continue to play the rest of the game.
Second and 12, but that the run game on this drive started off really hot. Looks like Palomar has made the adjustments, unable to go to it for the last 2 runs. Barely making any yardage. One of those was for a first down, but right here, going to have to drop back for the pass, and that one's going to be good for some yardage. First down and more. Ball comes out, though. Palomar going to get on the ground for that one. That's going to be the second forced fumble today in favor of Palomar, as we saw at the end of that first half. Right back at it.
Yeah, they are going to rule it a fumble. They may not have called it a fumble. Mayberry may not have had actual possession, and that ball got knocked down. But they're going to call it a catch and fumble right there. The second fumble. Buckles threw a bullet to Mayberry. He had possession, and
Yeah,
that
he had
is
plenty of possession right there.
Isaiah Strong, the best defensive player on the Comets.
Yeah, had the whole world amount of time just to be able to hold on to that one. Unable to keep it when contact was finally made.
All right, let's see what Chatham has got. Pasadena, after getting a quick turnover from the Comets, gives it right back up. Chatham going deep. Valdez is the only one there, and it is caught by Furious Hoskins. A fantastic throw right there. It was a bullet. It was a dart. Here's a replay of it.
This is exactly what we've seen throughout the night. Hoskins has just been wide open so many times at the beginning of drives, just giving Palomar just instant punches right there. Now they're getting real close to that end zone, trying to get into the red zone.
That run goes nowhere. Looks like that's number 28. That is Logan Sella. And right after the big bomb play, they try to run, maybe catch Pasadena off guard, and that does not work. There's a replay of the run that just got stuffed. Overall, everyone was just there. There was Ridley in there. Looks like Chatham is going to back up in the pocket, try to throw. Hoskins got it. Blown coverage again. 14, that is Kim Asay.
This secondary right here, it looks like they're bleeding. They're unable to make any stops so far in these two passing attempts.
Right now, this is where they need to bear down. All of a sudden, the Comets on the brink of having a 10-point lead. That would be the biggest of the night. Let's see if Pasadena can bear down and force a field goal. Comets. Here's Chatham. It's going to be a run. And nowhere. I believe that run was done by... that run was done by Hardy. They switched out Sella for Hardy. Right now, Pasadena trying to get everything. There is Ridley and there is Rab. There's a replay. And he just got stuffed right there. Nothing going on right there.
Second and goal at the 6.
Second and goal. Motion. Hoskins. You're going to give it to 23. That is Muirhead, first carry, and nowhere. He's going nowhere fast. And it's third down already. Great defensive stop right there.
That's exactly what the Lancers need. Trying to find something here. Bringing up a 2nd and 6, but Lancers need to string together some stops in the red zone. You are already looking at that field goal. Just don't let them get it all the way to a touchdown.
Home crowd fired up for this stand. Third and goal. Chatham fakes it. Rolls out. Rolling out. Throwing. They're broken up.
Over 2 men right there. Unable to find anything. Had a bunch of time, but Pasadena's defense able to keep up with it. And that's going to bring up 4th and 6. Looks like the special teams is coming onto the field, so we're going to see assume a field goal here.
Will this be the second field goal made today? Will it be 20-14, or will the Lancers block it? Here is Beard, Carson Beard. Home crowd rumbling their feet. Will it be a block? Here comes the kick. It's blocked
again. Oh, wide open, trying to
Lancers
get onto it.
The Lancers block it, and they recover it, and it looks like there will no more field goals will be scored at all in this game. That is the, I believe, fourth blocked field goal.
Just both of these teams going to that field goal well, unable to make anything out of it. We've only seen one field goal in this game. But what have we seen here? I think on that last one we can see a replay of it. The line gets his hands up, but right here missed opportunity on the recovery. Had a chance to pick it up in a scoop. Would have had a wide open grass in front of him. But Pasadena coming away with a key stop. And it's going to remain a 3-point game in favor of Palomar.
Here's Buckles. Gonna hand it off to Easy Onway. Tries to break a tackle. Breaks a tackle. Gets bombarded.
Yeah, Easy Onway right there. Had some grasp, but once that Palomar defender got his arm around the leg, unable to go anywhere. It looked like he got a lasso on him or something.
Yeah, it really did. And right now, this Lancers team needs to keep getting consistent yardage. Even if it's 2 or 3 yards, just consistent. If they can do that, they have a chance to score a touchdown and be up 4, or even just tie the game. But as we've seen today, field goals have been near impossible. Let's see what Buckles has in store with Triplet in the backfield. Buckles takes a snap. Ups back. Bullet to Hubble. Gets pushed out of bounds. That was a little out route right there towards the sideline. And good, sharp bullet throw from Buckles, the gunslinger.
8 yards on the pass play.
8 yards.
3rd and 2 from the 30.
3rd and 2. See what Buckles. Let's see what he's going to do. Triplet in the backfield.
Yeah, big opportunity right here for Pasadena.
Trips up top. Buckles airs it out. Caught by Hubble. He caught it over number 7. That is James Coddington. And all of a sudden, the Lancer home crowd is fired up again.
So the Lancers have had this opportunity multiple times today, but what has costed them is costly turnovers twice here. Let's see if Pasadena can just remain on this.
Buckles hands it off to Easy Onway. Easy Onway tries to make a man miss, put his head down, and gets taken down by number 53. That is Evan Surrey, the linebacker. And Easy Onway, being that big bruiser back, has been taking a bunch of big hits this drive. And Buckles, let's see what him and his offense can cook up. Buckles with Easy Onway. They have Mayberry back in the field with Hubble down low. I believe they have Soto and Wood up top. Buckles, quick throw to Hubble. Makes one man miss. It's taken out of bounds by number 25. That is Caden McDonald.
He's going to get near that first down marker, but it's going to be 3rd and a relatively short down. Trying to find something here to continue this drive. Pasadena trying to get points on the board. Haven't seen anything since that first quarter.
Yes, they have not seen points since that first quarter. Right now they're trying to make something happen. It looks like Hubble comes out. It looks like he is hurting and replaces Aiden Wood. They looks like they have Soto and maybe Matet and Richard up top. Can't really tell from up here. Let's see what Buckles has. Easy Onway in the backfield. Give it to him. He got hit.
Wide open.
And he's going to run it. And it's going to be a very close to a touchdown right there.
We can see a replay of that one. Had a man on him. Just shreds him off. And then it just grants himself a wide open room to run. Getting all the way down to around the 3-yard line. Looks like they're going to have a mark down at the 1.
They're going hurry up right here. Trying to push it in. Will they get it?
Still looking touchdown.
Touchdown is signaled. The Lancers have taken the lead. 21-17.
Hold on. Field goals, though, have not been the best. 20-17. Let's see.
This is big. Extra points have been relatively good for both teams.
Yeah, let's see, though. Special teams.
Looks like Easy Onway feeling it. But it looked like, if you could go back to that run, like number 53, Evan Surrey, got in there and hit him, and he changed his trajectory just enough to where he was able to get around and get close. And now it's Zach Hutchinson. Hutchinson trying to make his 3rd extra point of the day. The kick is up, and it is good. 21-17. The Lancers respond. The Lancers block a field goal. And now it's a 4-point game.
Yeah, the momentum shift. What can we say about it? Looking at that little push in right there after hurry up, after that amazing running play. Pasadena now up in this one by 4 points. What a momentum shift. Had the ball. The Comets had the ball all the way near their 2-yard line, 3-yard line, and then Pasadena, in a matter of minutes, responds. There's that run, makes a man miss, and then just has wide open room until tackled at that 1-yard line, giving Pasadena such a great position there. They were able to capitalize, something that they've been struggling to do when they've been granted those positions. But here, Pasadena gets it and is up by 4.
All right, here is Alejandro Rodriguez. Hutchinson is not kicking off. It's Rodriguez, the punter. Takes a couple steps. He's going to kick it off. That one looks like it's going to be caught around the 15-yard line. And they're going to try to take it. And he gets knocked down hard right there. That was number 6. That was Michael Perry-Mack on the return for the Comets. There's Rodriguez, his first couple of games back since he had that injury last season.
Yeah, so the defense is going to go out there back with a lead for the first time since the end of that second quarter. So see how the defense is able to try to continue to keep that momentum. They had a good stand at the end zone for their last drive. Trying to find something here. Try to just avoid getting in those dangerous situations. See what Pasadena does here on D.
Here's Chatham. Gives it off to the running back. He's going to get about 2 to 3 yards right there. I believe that running back, it was number 34 for the Comets. That was Jaden Eddy.
Injured Palomar player.
There's an injured player on the field right now. Looks like it's number 34. That it looks like the running back, Jaden Eddy.
The Lancers begin National Central League play.
Looks like he is hopping off the field on one foot. Let's hope the best for him. There's the huddle. There's number 1 for Pasadena on defense. That is Gabriel Suadaman. And here we go. Looks like the defense is coming out for the Lancers. It looks like they're on the left little marks.
So 3rd and 8. This defense trying to get a big stop right here, have all the momentum on their side. If Pasadena is able to get another score, just like, what are you starting here?
Here we go. Motion. Cello Downs on 2nd and 8. It's going to be a handoff to Cello as he gets absolutely wrapped up by Jason Ridley.
What can you say about that D-line performance in that possession? What a great defensive string of plays we've seen right here with that run play. Unable to go anywhere. Hit a wall right there by 44.
All right, there's Ridley with a great stop. It looks like somebody jumped. It's going to be a free play. And all of a sudden he goes down, but I believe it will not count because somebody jumped off sides. I believe it was number 94.
The sack on the play.
Looks like we have a down Comet.
44, Jason Ridley. Along with number 94, Peter Aguilar.
Peter Aguilar.
Offside. 59 defense. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Looks like a penalty, number 59 for...
Injured player on the field for Palomar.
Number 59 for Palomar, or for Pasadena jumped, but there's that sack right there for the Lancers as they get 5 yards, but it looks like someone did go down. Looks like number 71. That looks like Jaden Luckett, who's now walking off the field. There's been a lot of injuries for Palomar this game. And right now it's number 76 is going to come in the game. That is Dan Cannerth. Defense comes back out, and instead of that big sack, it's now going to be about 3rd
and 3.
Yeah, 3rd and 3, like you said. And right now they're in the huddle. They're trying to decide how they want to run this as they get into formation. They have 2 on the bottom. They have the backfield with, I believe that is Hardy. 2 up top, 2 on bottom. Motion. And there's a flag. Looks like number 6. That was Michael Perry-Mack on the motion. And it,
yeah, it looks like that play clock hit 0. And so now We're back at it. 3rd and 8.
3rd and 8 once again. If they get another sack here, that'd be really big for Pasadena. And then at least getting 3 on the board, even though that might not seem possible due to the sheer amount of blocked field goals there have been. But getting 3 would make it a 7-point game. Home crowd cheering on their defense on this 3rd and 8. Trips on bottom, Solo up top. And he will go towards the middle of the field and no good.
Dangerous pass right there. Just had a bunch of guys in his face. Throws it to a place where there was 4 red jerseys compared to just 1. Luckily, they avoided any turnovers right there, but going to have to punt this one away. And great stops by Pasadena, giving their offense another try at this one.
Here's a replay of it. As you said, there is Chatham, and he just tried to throw a bullet over, and it looks like he just missed his target. He threw it behind the receiver that was coming across the field, and he threw it too low to get the receiver coming above him. So here's going to be the punt by Cowgill. That's a bomb of a punt. Fair catch called and received by that number 84. That's Raul Dorantes. Pasadena offense gets to go back on the field with 3:35 to go in this 3rd quarter. Current stats on offense. KJ Chatham, 180. He's 10 for 20, 180, 2 touchdowns. Max Grizzle was 24 for 33 for 301 and 2 touchdowns. And Buckles has been 4 for 4 for 61 yards. Rushing, Easy Onway, 6 for 54. Overall's been good. Grizel, or no, Buckles, my bad. There's a rusher coming in, and Triplet gets knocked down. He laid the hammer. He got clobbered right there.
Yeah, big hit after hitting the ground, but gets up with it. Looks like there's going to be a penalty on this one as well, personal foul. So another foul on Palomar. And so we're going to see more yardage. Lancers getting a break right there.
That looks like number 56, Jason Mageo. Here, take a look at this replay. He came in like a lightning bolt and just hit him after he already let the ball go. Came in like lightning and just got grounded right there. Here we go. There's Buckles. You have Dorantes. You have Talon Paget. You have Triplet in the backfield with Trips on the bottom with Dorantes. And it looks like another player. Buckles, play action. Gets it to Talon. Here he comes, and he gets about 5 to 6 yards. That's Talon Paget. Good first down completion.
So it's going to be down around the 38-yard line. Pasadena on Palomar's side of the field now in a relatively quick formation, trying to find something after being up by 4. Palomar unable to make any stops. Being called for penalties as well. Feels like it's just like the momentum is falling apart for Palomar with what they came into this half with.
Dorantes, motion, Buckles, the sharpshooter. Where will he aim? Buckles throws it. Ooh, slightly incomplete. Intended target was Dorantes. Buckles, he has a strong arm, and he can throw the ball, some of the balls with the best of them. But sometimes it's a little wild. But overall, a very, very solid quarterback. And he's shown it right here after coming to this game pretty much ice cold after halftime. And taking over for Grizel, who is on the sideline. Here's Buckles, 3rd down. Buckles, a run play, the triplet. He didn't get the first down. It looks like he may have gotten really close. Will the referees give it to him? The chains are moving. First down, the Lancers.
Yeah, Lancers going to be able to continue this drive. Let's take a replay of that run, getting through it and just around that first down marker. I thought, yeah, it looks like he got there. So Lancers going to be able to continue this drive.
Yeah, great run by Triplet. He's done very well. 7 for 33. Here's Buckles. rolling out, throwing, got it to Richard. Richard takes a hit and still goes forward as he gets thrown out of bounds by 13 of Palomar. That is Bubba Garcia.
Yeah, Bubba unable to make anything there. Looks like he just gave up a bunch of space on the throw, and that came back to bite him as plenty of time to get around, extend the play, get some yards. And now the Lancers, great positioning here at the 15-yard line, trying to find something. He's going to drop back, going to have to scramble out, just throwing that one away. No one was there.
Lucky that it's not a intentional grounding, as there was no receiver. But however, he did get the ball barely to the line of scrimmage right there. And Buckles cannot afford to take many big hits, as the quarterback depth for Pasadena is second-year man Gianni Mascolino and freshman Brad Birch.
Yeah, that was just a prayer to get out of that play. Nothing was working for Buckles, trying to find something, ended up finding the dirt.
All right, let's see what Buckles has in store. Looks like Easy Onway is in the backfield. Buckles roll out, throwing, Mayberry makes a man miss, stays on his feet, gets the first down. It is going to be 1st and goal for the Lancers, as they are now threatening to make the 4-point lead into a 10 and maybe even an 11-point lead.
Yeah, what can I say about the Pasadena Lancers after this first half? Their ability just to extend plays after initial contact has been amazing. See yards after the catch, just continuing to push, not giving up. Pasadena placing themselves at the 4-yard line.
All right, let's see Buckles, Easy Onway still in the backfield. You have Dorantes, you have Richard, you have Mayberry, you have, looks like number 11, trying to get out of it. He loses a bunch of yards. That was number 11. That was Adrian Ratchell.
That was not going anywhere they thought it was going to go. Ended up going back to where we started before that last play. Going to be around the 14-yard line.
That is true. Maybe
it's going to be the 12 actually, but Pasadena, it's not what they were looking for. Palomar getting a big stop right there and giving them some space to work with on D.
Triplet comes in for Easy Onway. Dorantes, Richard on the bottom. On top, it looks like that's going to be maybe Aiden Wood with Triplet up there as well. Mayberry's still there, ready to block. Big blitz. Buckles throw. Incomplete. It looks like number 0 for the Comets. That's Thomas, was on Wood right there, and overall was just ready and played really sharp defense, as that will end the 3rd quarter, I believe. As both teams are walking off.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
After 3 quarters of play,
3rd down and goal will come up in the first play of the 1st quarter. And overall, this game has been a thriller so far.
Yeah, it's been a doozy, Oscar. Seeing what we've seen, Pasadena, it looks like they just got a light fired under them. After that halftime, being out there, it looks like a different team. That last play, Buckles, a little bit of a quick pitch, unable to get it to Wood, but, trying to find something. They still got 2 downs to work with before we hit 4th down, where you assume they go for a kick, but, field goal's not working out. You don't know what they're going to do. Just going to have to see how they come out come into the 4th quarter. 15 minutes left of this one.
The one positive you can take away after losing that many yards is that the kick, when you try to kick closer, you have to put more up on it. You have to kind of get the ball higher up in terms of when you want to kick it. If you're more back, you can afford to go a little lower, because then you don't have to go kick as high, because you don't need to go as high. You just need to go farther. So maybe that will help Hutchinson. We will see what the play call is for Pasadena. And there's Coach Tucker in frame. And right now, the Lancers offense, there is the band right there. The band's been very great today. They've been playing. They play every home game. So if you want to come see them in person, come on down. You can watch us on the phone. Just have us on the background noise as you watch this incredible game. And right now they're lighting up. Dorantes, Mayberry, Wood, Richer is on top. Buckles with triple in the backfield in the snap. 3rd and goal. Buckles, nowhere to go. Running. Tried to put his head down and go forward, and he gets knocked out.
Yeah, nothing was working there for any of the Lancers, but Buckles trying to make the best out of something. Able to get some yards, but places himself. Let's see where they're going to mark it, but they're going to go for the field goal. You know, it's got to work somehow. It's like 3rd time's the charm for the Lancers here. Unable to get one so far. I bet the coach is just praying right now. Get this one up.
Zach Hutchinson. The kick is good. It's a 7-point game. The 2 field goals that have been made. A 23-yard field goal and a 53-yard field goal. So if the field goal number ends in 3, apparently in this game you're bound to make it.
Made something out of, you know, they had great positions. Lancers not wanting to go for 3. They had a chance to go for 6, but take some points somewhere. Able to extend their lead up to a touchdown once again. Pasadena now just resting it on their defense to continue whatever momentum that they have. 14:30 left on the game clock.
Yeah, this is going to be a very, very big game, a big drive right here. If Palomar goes downfield and scores a touchdown, it's going to be tied. And if both teams just keep matching each other, all of a sudden, referee to decide whether this game will go into overtime or not. So we're going to see, and if this game does go into overtime, we will review college overtime rules. Here we go. Looks like the kicking off will be Alejandro Rodriguez, the punter. Return man.
Alejandro Rodriguez kicking off for the Lancers.
He will kick off. That ball is hit. Looks like it's going to be to number 13. That is Bubba.
Just making a man miss, continuing to run. What a play out there at the 50.
Great return there by Bubba Garcia, and he did get laid out. He got that hammer dropped on him. It was clobbering time right there for the special teams, and so far it's been very, very hard hitting for both these teams.
Yeah, great play right there. Great run by Bubba. Able to make something there. And now Palomar, great positioning at their own 49. So still got 51 yards to go, but see what they do. Pasadena needs to find some stops, try to get the ball back, and then make this one a 2-point game, or a 2-score game. But first, they're on D.
Motion Hardy. Here comes Chatworth. Not Chatworth. Chatham, and as he gets a quick pass right there over to Hoskins right there. Right now, Palomar needs to reset. They got pretty much stonewalled in the third quarter. This game has been very, very topsy-turvy. It looks like Zay Blades was the one who laid the hit on them. Right here, if you look at the box score, it's been very crazy. It looks like a motion man. Here's Chatham. Big throw for Hoskins, and it is incomplete. That route was developing. He had a say, and it looked like he had another man beat, but slightly overthrown there.
That might be the first time I've seen Palomar actually miss one of those home run plays. They've been going to them over and over and over again. Pasadena has been unable to stop them, but right there, looks like just put too much under it. Gets it too far. Now they're back there. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
This is a big, big drive right here. Chatham
has an edge rusher there, trying to get through, and finds a guy downfield. That's going to go in for some yards. It's going to be first down for Palomar. See where they spot him.
That is a big first down right there for Palomar right now. They're just trying to keep it going. Looks like Noah Ray was entering the game. Looks like some men are... It's like number 94 for Pasadena comes out. Number 94, that is Peter Aguilar, comes out. Let's see what happens. Here's Chatham looking for a man. Running, pump faking, staying near the edge. He's just going to run, and he gets through and gets a good amount of yardage right there.
He was hitting every emote he can, try to extend that play. Helmets went flying around the line and still came out for some yards.
It looks like there's an injured Lancer right there. Looks like number 97. That is Domingo Cleveland III. Here is Buckles hitting every emote on the scroll wheel right there, as you said. And overall, great run from him just to keep the play alive and try to extend and make something out of nothing right there, as Cleveland III is still down. Now, Aaron, I have a question for you. Do you think this game will actually go into overtime, or will one team pull ahead at the last minute?
You know, I think this is a big you've been talking about overtime. I think you really want to see overtime. I think you're salivating at the mouth here for some. But, you know, I think it really depends on this drive. There's still a lot of time, but if Palomar is able to respond, get a touchdown of their own, even it up, you know, the offenses have been slow for periods. I don't know if they'll both go on a cold streak, but having it even up with what, let's say, there's around like 12, 11-ish minutes left on the clock. Could 100% see it there, but right now, trying to see if Pasadena's D can come up with something. 2nd and 9.
Here it goes. Here's Chatham. Gets it. Pressure gets in. Chatham escapes. Pump fakes. Goes to the edge, and he may have gone it right past. He ran past number 9 right there. That was Ethan Bowser.
Yeah, if we see a replay of that one, after he got out the pocket, saw nothing but green pastures in front of him. Made the smart play and booked it right there, getting the first down.
This is, I believe, the first game that KJ Chatham has not been subbed out for the backup, Jacob Harris. This is the first game where he's actually doing it all. He is managing all 4 quarters. This is his offense right now. As Chatham, play fake right there, got it to Hoskins, going down. Will that be a touchdown? It will not be.
Yeah, just going to be just short, but what a just fitting it through the needle right there. Could have been an interception by the Lancers, but no. Coming out with it, getting major yardage right there. Let's look at this replay as he throws it right there. Almost had it, but getting through. Luckily, the Lancers was able to make that tackle around the 1 yard line. They're going to run it. That's going to be nice stop right there by the Lancers to respond. Going to be a loss of what, 1 to 2 yards.
They really made Muirhead disappear right there. Let there be chaos in this game. What would this game be without a little bit of chaos? That's been kind of the theme of today. Let's see. Looks like number 22. It looks like Hardy and Muirhead are both in. Gonna motion out Muirhead. Here's Chatham. Tries to get it to him. And it's intercepted! Number 42!
Trying to find it. Down around the 35-yard line, Oscar.
Number 42, Caden Holcomb with the interception on a little flat route by Muirhead. Great job reading it. They were at, I believe, the 3-yard line, and all of a sudden the momentum is back with Pasadena. This is now a big drive. They need points here. Here's a replay of it. They had Muirhead in motion. They threw, then Chatham threw it, and he just didn't throw it quite outside enough.
Way too much space right there.
Pretty much directly into Holcomb's arms.
If Pasadena comes away winning this one, circle that play. Massive momentum swing right there. Palomar had it within the 1 yard line, unable to come away with it. Pasadena now going to be around 42 after that run.
That was a great run there by Easy Onway. Great job trying to capitalize on the costly mistake. That's not the first. That's the first interception of the game. 3rd turnover. Remember, because Pasadena had 2 fumbles, and now this is the first interception from Chatham. And right now, it's about 2nd and about 4 or 5 yards to go. Buckles motioning, calling his audibles. In the backfield, he's got Mayberry. He's got Easy Onway. It's going to be another run. Easy Onway breaking through, and he gets tackled by number 25, Caden McDonald. McDonald may have just saved a touchdown.
Easy Onway finding some lanes right there, making do with multiple guys on him. Still finding that first down. Let's look at that replay. Hands it off and then just sprints through that line. Quick burst of energy. That's going to be good for a first down. Pasadena at the 42.
Lancers, if they get a field goal here, that would be very, very big.
Yeah, just getting it to a 2-score game is massive this late. 10 minutes left, but Palomar's still going to be able to respond, but a touchdown is what they're looking for.
That's going to be a little screen pass to Hubble, and he gets taken down ferociously.
Yeah, good attempt at a stiff arm, but just not enough. Number 49 on Palomar was there to take him down.
That number 49 is Tanner Doyle. Doyle, great tackle right there. There's head coach Tucker trying to calm his offense down, call in plays right there. Play clock is at 17 and counting down. Buckles, there's Easy Onway. In the backfield, you see up top, there's Hubble and Soto. On the bottom is Max Patesky, and they have Mayberry. There's going to be another run to Easy Onway. He finds a hole, breaks through, has 3 people on him, and now they are within field goal range. However, field goals have been very scarce in this game. Many of them have been blocked trying to reach the castle.
You know, why talk about field goals? It's first down, 24-yard line. Go for it all right here. They have plenty of opportunities.
Palomar needs to wish upon the shooting star to have a chance. If Lance get a touchdown, it's going to be a fake. Buckles throwing, couldn't hit Mayberry. And that's going to stop the clock.
Cameras got a little mixed up, but if we see, looks like there's going to be a Palomar player down.
They got me this time.
Looks like he can't get up.
Your player for Palomar, the last play, an incompletion.
Trainers will come out there. But right now, 24-17, 8:47 left on the clock. There'll be a timeout. The clock will stop. Well, it was going to be stopped because of the incompletion. However, it's been a very, very close game. There's been back and forth. It's topsy-turvy. It's trick or treat. It's literally anything to describe this game. It's just been so unpredictable. You think something's going to happen. You think someone's going to come away with a big momentum. They're going to come away and they're just going to steamroll, but every time it seems like the other team has an answer. So let's see if Palomar can answer back, or will they be overwhelmed by the moment. Let's see what's going to happen as the Lancers get back on the field. And let's see what the Palomar defense has in store. Buckles. You have Easy Onway in the backfield. Looks like you have Mayberry still. Looks like you have Hubble up top. You have Matesky and Soto on the bottom. Towards the Pasadena sideline. Buckles is still in the game. Here we go. Here's Buckles. Buckles is going to hand it off. The Easy Onway tries to get around the outside, and he's going to get hit. And he stays on his feet, and he keeps on going. Great carry by Easy Onway right there to make it a 3rd and about middle to high range.
7, but it's definitely, thank you. It looks like they're going to be coming out to a 3rd and 7. Definitely going to be manageable here, but Pasadena trying to get some points on the board, extend that lead to a 2-score game.
Let's see what's going to happen. This is a big 3rd down for the Palomar defense, and then the special teams will have to do their stuff. Buckles trying to quick draw fumble. Did Buckles get it?
Looks like Palomar is saying that they have it,
and let's see. Soto's convinced they have it. They kept it. Pasadena says they have it.
The own fumble. Recovered by Buckles.
Recovered by Buckles after the botch snap. And what do you do right here?
Looks like Buckles still looking to see what they're going to do. Looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field. Still have all 3 timeouts, so see what they do. But right there, what a almost shooting yourself in the foot.
They try to quick draw, and all of a sudden the gun goes off and it almost takes up their foot. They're going to huddle. Play clock hasn't actually started running yet.
Yeah, looks like there was another injured player. He's up there, number 51.
This is big for Palomar because instead of it being 3rd and 7, instead of like an incomplete pass, they fumbled it, so it's more like 4th and 10. The offense will stay out there. Looks like number 22. That is Tay Gibson. I believe this is going to be his first reps. They may try to force Palomar maybe jump off sides to give him a chance. But it's like 4th and 11. Trips down. Mateski, Soto, Mayberry. They're going to go for it. Buckles throwing. Desperation. Overthrown.
Almost intercepted right there. But as we've seen time and time again, the Lancers just playing with some heart, trying to go on 4th and whatever it is. They don't really care. They're going to go for it. And right there, not going to work out for them there, but
they are playing like how I play college football. They are just going for it no matter what down or distance it is. You pass. Comets have it at their own 26-yard line.
Yeah, that's the one thing about giving it up is like you still got relatively this is pretty mediocre starting position for the Comets, but still you're not going to come away with any points. But
Chatham is going to hand it off to looks like number 22. Looks like Hardy gets hammered.
The carry by Gio Hardy.
Let's see.
Tackle by Ethan Bowser.
They got about 2 yards right there. Bowser with the tackle. Let's see what Chatham has got in store. Will they come out with another pass? They have 2 on top, 2 on bottom. Hardy in the backfield. There's Chatham. He throws it, and it's dropped by Furious Hoskins. He must be fierce with himself.
Yeah, he's going to be kicking himself in the foot right there. Had a nice little catch right there. Would have got some yards, make it 3rd and manageable. But now you're looking at 3rd and long, 3rd and 8 actually, to be more specific. But
Coach
crowd
Tucker
is up here. Coach Tucker yelling, "Get up!"
Crowd
noise.
The crowd making noise. Chatham throws it, incomplete. It was tipped. And it looks like there's a little bit of scuffling after the play.
Chatham's pass.
Looks like the pass may have been tipped.
Incomplete. Quarterback hurry on the play.
Is it going to be a punt? It is. And all Pasadena needs is to score at bare minimum 3 points, and this game will look out of reach.
Yeah, if we see that replay of that last play, what a great way to end off that drive. Pasadena looks like they're going to be receiving the ball here. Going to be a punt.
That's going to be a punt to Richard's side of the field with a bad bounce.
Yeah, not his best work. We saw one that was absolutely beautiful from the 10 to around like the 30, 25-yard line. But right there, not going to be writing home about that one. Pasadena's going to start off at, let's see, we're going to spot it.
I think they're on 40?
No, yeah, 40 around there. Scoreboard has it at 28. It looks like they're still waiting to adjust it. Yeah, 40 around there.
All right. Pasadena needs to get to about maybe the 20, the 30-yard line to maybe make a field goal. So they need to get 30 yards. That's 3 first downs. Will Palomar hold them, or will the Lancers seal this game away? It's going to be a first play run to Teehee.
Nothing there. Just ran right into the Great Wall.
Nothing to laugh about right there. He got absolutely hit. He got hit low. They went after him. Teehee hasn't really had a lot of reps today. In fact, that was, I believe, his like second or third rep. No, that's his first rep. His first run. He's been on plays before, but according to the live play-by-play and statistics, this is his first rep. Buckles throwing in and out of the hands of Hubble as the clock will stop again.
5:48 on that clock, but we're seeing it's like almost the exact same things that we've seen from Palomar for the last two drives. Just nothing is working out there on offense. Third down already. Buckles definitely going to be thinking about that.
Teehee comes out, Gibson comes in. Gibson's kind of like that receiving back. There's Mayberry, who caught the excellent touchdown earlier in the game. 2 on bottom, 1 up top, one in the backfield. Here we go. Buckles rolling out. Mayberry's blocking. Gibson's also blocking. The throw in and out of the hands of Maddox Mateski. And that will bring up 4th down. And here you have to really punt it, and they will bring out the punt team. And it looks like Buckles is going to be punting instead of Alejandro Rodriguez, as they're trying to ease him still back into punting more regularly.
Missed opportunities everywhere right there by the Lancers on that drive. Buckles just not going to get a break at all.
No, he is not. He tried to roll out. Buckles thumbs up to say that he's ready. He's going to get it. Buckles try to maybe get him to fake it. He's going to roll. Really good pump by Buckles. Xavier Buckles doing it on offense and special teams. Buckles pins them down around their 10-yard line. 90 yards to go. 5:30. Touchdown to tie. 2-point if they want to go for it to win it.
Palomar starts possession at the 12-yard line.
12-yard line, 88 yards in 5.5 minutes for KJ Chatham. This game has been very, very surprising. I would not be surprised if one more crazy thing happens, as Chatham has it. Rushes out of the pocket. He's going to take off running. He's making men miss. He's going to go down before getting tapped, before getting hit by number 42. That's Caden Holcomb.
Forced down by Caden.
The scramble worked well right there, but Palomar just trying to find a good start to the drive here. They're down 7, definitely manageable, have plenty of time on the clock. Both teams also have 3 timeouts. Pasadena had a great chance to just try to put this game away on that last drive, but
here's Chatham. Gonna get it out right there to that's Logan Sella, the running back, as chips under 4:45. Palomar can't really exactly take their time, but they have the 2-minute warning. They have 3 timeouts. They have a lot of stoppage. They have 4 stoppage of the clock, barring injuries. Here's Chatham. Any mistake here could be costly. Chatham gets the ball. Going to be quick right there to Mitchell. And he's going to get out of bounds. That is great to stop the clock. That's Micah Johnson, my bad.
Yeah, that initial contact just meant nothing to him. Shrugged that off immediately. Out there to get that extended yardage.
He got hit really hard. We heard that up here. Home crowd trying to fire up the defense. A cowbell comes out. Here we go, 3D lineman and 1 blitzing linebacker. And here we go, and it's going to be caught. Chatham to Hoskins.
Palomar definitely made some changes, because what we saw from the last 2 drives from them, and then for the Lancers also, just nothing was working. But now it looks like everything's working out there. Just keeps finding yards right there. Going to continue. Oh, looks like it's going to be incomplete. But before that, they just kept going and going, getting massive chunk plays. The defense trying to tire them out, but that incompletion hopefully put some stress on Palomar.
That's really big, trying to make this defense get gassed, but the incompletion makes them refresh. It's 3rd and 1. It's 4 down territory. Chatham with a running back on 3rd and 1. There's 5 on the line. Here we go. Chatham backs up, gets it off. Incomplete. That number 44, that's Jason Ridley, who dropped back into coverage. The offense is staying out.
Yeah, 4th and 1 is the yardage right now. Gotta stay out. I think 3:30 left on the clock. You don't know if you're going to punt this one away. You don't know if you're even going to get that ball back. So right here, this is going to be the biggest play of the game right now.
What might be for the game. Chatham has it. Quick throw. No, it's dropped, but there's a flag on the play. I think they roughed the passer.
Hold your breath right here.
If you're a Lancers fan, you hope that it's not.
What a heartbreaker right there. Palomar, the Comets, just going to continue their drive. Looks like Lancers did everything they could to stop it, but are roughed in the passer. These mistakes just keep adding on for the Lancers.
You even saw after the play, you saw Noah Rabb kind of throw his hands up because he knew the moment he saw that flag come out, it was on him for roughing the passer. Let's see. It's been what a game it's been. The home crowd is fired up. The Comets trying to make a comeback. And it's going to be a throw, and it's going to be caught by Micah Johnson.
He caught that one falling backwards on himself. Able to get some yardage, and it's going to be, let's see where they mark it.
3:10 on the clock.
It's going to be relatively close to that first down marker. It's going to be around a yard or two short.
Chatham gets it off. Incomplete.
There's some good contact right there, right before the pass made. He made it going sideways. About to fall down, made that pass. Luckily did not get intercepted for the Comets. Pasadena trying to rile up the crowd once again.
They bring in Hardy. They have Johnson on the bottom. They have Furious on the bottom as well. Hoskins. The noise might have been too loud. And there might be a timeout called by Joe Early.
Yeah, wouldn't be a bad use of a timeout here. Okay. Yeah, so it's going to be a used timeout, but wouldn't be a bad use. You know, the momentum, definitely in the Comets' favor. It looked like Pasadena was going to come away with it, but that brutal roughing the passer penalty. Shot to the heart for Pasadena. Now they're back out there. But the crowd also. They've had that momentum. They haven't lost it. Still getting riled up.
Crowd wants the first home win. The band is still playing here. 8:41 at night. There's the band. The wind is chilly. It's cool, kind of autumn air. 66 degrees. And then one of the coldest moments is going to happen soon here. One team is going to end up coming out on top of this game one way or another. Can the Comets regain the lead, or not even regain, just tie it after having the lead and blowing it, giving up 10 consecutive points? Will the Lancers complete the comeback? 3rd and 3. There is Chatham. There is Hardy in the backfield. 3rd and 3, home crowd fired up. Chatham takes a snap, big blitz, gets it out.
Oh,
it's gonna be a flag
there, right? What a play! That blitz just came home immediately. Had the pass out, but let's see what that flag is.
I think that flag is going to be on Desi Valdez for pass interference. Home crowd quiet. You can kind of hear a pin drop in the stadium.
Yeah,
are they going
back?
back?
Pin drop is in the form of a guy yelling.
The ball placed, spot foul, first down.
Spot foul right there.
Another penalty, Oscar. You know, you just can't stop talking about it. The penalties are killing Pasadena out here.
Here's a
that
replay.
blitz right here. Comes right through. Nobody was guarding him, but the pass interference is what just ruined a great play by the D line.
Oh, here we go. They got to have a short memory. 2:53. Who's going to get last possession? Looks like another 4 on the D line right there. Chatham looking around. 15 and winding on the play clock. They have Hardy in the backfield. Chatham has it. Gonna give it to Hardy. He gets knocked out.
Hit stick right there. The ball is going to come out. Did they say there's going to be an incomplete pass? He did not have possession of it.
It did not look like it from up here that he had possession. He was going backwards. I never saw him make a football move. The definition of a catch.
Yeah, as if we see a replay right there, an absolute hit stick put on him. That ball came popping out. Let's look at it right here.
Yeah,
let's see, quick pass, and then just boom right there. Ball goes flying, but it's going to be an incomplete pass back out there for 2nd and 10. Comets trying to find something.
Here we go, Chatham throwing. Got it to Cello, and a flag is thrown. Ridley wants it to be on the Comets.
Yeah, it looks like it might be holding on the Comets.
But going back to the catch, or the...
Oh, it's going to be holding. Pasadena finally getting something that isn't a penalty on them.
That's very good for Pasadena, but going back to the hit on Hardy, the reason it's not a catch is that he never secured possession. 2, he never made a football move. That's what determines whether it's a catch or not. So very lucky for the Comets that wasn't ruled a catch, but also unlucky that holding and that big penalty. 2nd down. But Chatham gets it out to screen pass to Cello, trying to make some men miss. Gets a lot of yardage back. Would it have been smarter to decline the penalty and make it 3rd down instead of going back to 2nd?
I don't know, you're already in the red zone and you want to just give yourself some space, you know, to avoid those plays. But right now we're looking at a 3rd and goal, but 12 yards to go.
All right, they're going to let this wind down to the 2-minute warning. That means from this moment onward, if Palomar ever doesn't, if Pasadena gets the ball and doesn't throw an incompletion, this game will be over.
Yeah, so Palomar's got 2 big plays coming up for them. It's going to be a big one here. Palomar has had some blessings come to them in this drive. Looked like they would be out of it just a few drives ago when Pasadena had all the momentum, but right now they're just trying to stay alive.
Palomar, in a game where they had the lead going into halftime, they had all the momentum. It got snatched up from them, and they've been trying to claw back ever since. Lancers, Comets, they're a collision course.
Hi, can you hear me?
It will be very, very crazy. This game has been, both of the games that have been played here at home have been thrillers. From the 28-21 game against Saddleback to this one here, both teams, these next 2 downs might determine the game. 3rd and 12, 3rd and goal from the 12. Chatham's in, Hardy is in, trips on the bottom. They use these trips to get a guy open in the middle of the field, so the Lancers need to watch the middle of the field. Let's see what Chatham's got. Chatham backs up, big pocket.
Wide open space right here, throws it. No good right there.
Incomplete, barely, but there is a flag on the play.
Oh my God, so much laundry on the field.
So much laundry, they got to take it out.
Going to pick it up, actually.
Very, very lucky. That would have been a big decision if Coach Tucker takes a holding, put it to maybe 3rd and go from the 22, or 4th and go from the 12.
This is the play for the game. 4th and 12.
This could be either a big blitz or it could be dropping everyone into coverage. We'll see what happens. Chatham, home crowd loud, Chatham.
5 right here. Hawken holds up, throws it out, and it's going to be
a pass interference. He didn't make the catch, but there will be pass interference.
Oh, I thought he made the catch right there on the pass interference, but looks like they're going to have it at the 1-yard line for Palomar.
Pass interference. Number 4 defense. Ball in place, 2-yard line.
2-yard line.
2-yard line, automatic first down. That is Jake Kim. And now it's another stand. They get a refresh on downs. That was an amazing ball to even give him a chance. The fact he even caught that. Let's take a look at that on replay. Chatham went, and that was a beauty of a ball. Number 8. It looked like it was a catch. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I thought it was a catch up here, but
Vincent Landry the second, or the fourth.
You know, that run game, it was lethal in the beginning for Palomar. Has not been working well besides the QB runs. So let's see what they go for here.
Chatham!
Rush. A whole lot of people are going to go through, see what they say it is. Pasadena is saying it's no good. Looks like it's going to be short of the end zone right there.
Ridley celebrating. It's going to be ticking down under 90 seconds as this game is still going on. They can milk this clock and maybe try to go for 2 to win the game. Palomar again to Hardy, stopped. Chatham looking at his coach like, what do I do?
Big stop right there. You see hear the crowd erupting in joy.
That's going to bring up 3rd and losing more yardage. Timeout by Palomar, using their second to last timeout here. You'd assume that they'd use it on the next play if they're unable to come away with a touchdown. But what do you do here? You've had 2 running plays back to back. Nothing's working.
Then that means they might roll out play action. They may have a little play hidden in the depths of that playbook. They're going to maybe look through and maybe say, hey, maybe now's the time to run it. We'll see what's going to happen. 3rd and goal from the 4. Palomar with 2 downs to get it.
This has been a great one out here, Oscar. You know, you've been craving overtime. I hate to say, I know you already ate pizza in the morning, but you know, you still got room for overtime, and we might see it here.
I was kind of hoping for overtime in the first game. Unfortunately, that did not happen, but this game may actually go into overtime. It's 8:50. Both crowds want their team to win. Home stands filled up. Here is Palomar coming out for the 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. Trips on the bottom again like we've seen all game. 1 man on top. Chatham. 1-on-1 fade. Caught. Touchdown. Comets. It is Furious Hoskins with a minute to go.
We started off this game for the Comets offense with Furious Hoskins having that amazing touchdown, and right there he gets one. So be 1 point shy. Let's see what they're going to do. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out there to go for 2, which is a very, very interesting decision. I know you want overtime, Oscar. I saw a little smirk on your face, but like, they want it all right here.
Here we go. This could be the game if they don't get it. Onside kick.
5th straight play here at the 2-yard line. This one to win or to put themselves ahead.
And timeout called by Pasadena. Will Palomar go for it again?
Timeout. Pasadena College. Their second charge, timeout and a half.
Yeah, this gives time for Palomar to think over what they want to do.
There's the touchdown to Hoskins, and just a fade route right there.
Yeah, getting 1 foot in. What a turning around to catch that one.
That's how it is in college. You get 1 foot, 1 knee, 1 leg down. It's a catch. There is the huddle. There's Coach Tucker talking to his defense. It seems like none of these coaches actually want to go into overtime. Last game after the game, Coach Tucker said if he actually scored a touchdown, he would have gone for 2. Here's another replay of the
playing Rock Lobster in the stadium right now. Pasadena's D just trying to find
a way to build a rock, trying to make any stop that they can if they go for 2. And then, if they go for the PAT, we have seen a lot of missed kicks already today. Why I say you don't get one right here. See how the Comets are going to come out of the huddle.
They're going to come out gunning for it. Pasadena needs an iron curtain. Last time they were this close and decided to throw it, it was intercepted. Motion from 89, Evan Langenbach for the game.
Has plenty of time. The rusher gets through, throws it away, sails it over.
Incomplete. Instead of kicking it, they tried to go for 2. And it was overthrown, 23-24. He tried to get it to Langenbach. And now an onside kick will have to be kicked.
Yeah, you see Langenbach right there just thinking to himself, why can I be just like 2 inches taller? He also needed to get a higher vert right there as well, but let's watch that replay as has a block right there, but then the pass rush still coming. And right there, yeah, just not able to get away from number 9 of the Pasadena defense. It's going to be Ethan Bowser.
And Langenbach 6'6".
6'6" and still
215. If he was maybe 6'8", maybe.
Yeah, 6'7", 6'8",
Yeah. Overall, now onside attempt. They have 1 man back there in case they do try to kick it. But they decide to play it risky. Palomar, they rolled the dice, and again, snake eyes. What do you know? Let's see. Here's Cowgill. Looks like they called another timeout.
Yeah, it makes sense just to use that timeout. There's no way that they're going to stop the clock after this, so just get them all out. Talk over what your strategy is going to be. Normally go for the weakest guy you see out there on the line. Try to make him miss.
And even then, even if they do catch it, you have Strong, who's forced multiple fumbles. So if Strong can maybe hit the guy who has the ball and force it out, there may be a chance for the Comets after all. But the Lancers are trying to hold on to this game. Onside, Palomar. Which way will he kick? Will he try to fake him out? Ball needs to get, I believe, 10 yards. So it needs to get to about the 45. Cowgill. Onside. Hit up!
Oh, did they get it?
Multiple fumbles!
It looks like Lancers saying that they have it. Looks like the Lancers have it. They're going to come away
with the first home victory.
That ball had a bunch of time in the air right there, but the Comets unable to come away with it. You saw after they realized that their own man didn't get it, looked like a funeral out there.
Yes, it
for their own
did.
Sideline.
Comets. Cowgill gave them the best shot they possibly could have asked for to get that. Buckles is there with Soto. Just in case something happens, Buckles takes a knee.
Gonna be one more knee needed, but what a game we saw here, Oscar. Lancers gonna come out with this one.
Here's a replay of that. Take a weird, it bounced
high
off
bounce
Richards.
right there. Had a chance.
That is Furious Hoskins.
He was everywhere today. Just right there. He was there. Just a little bit of a chance, but unable to come away with it.
If he had gotten that, that meant they had a one timeout to get into field goal range.
Definitely would have been possible.
Definitely would have been possible. But even then, having to kick it would be the difference maker. Both teams have left multiple points out, but yet it comes down to a singular point.
But add 5 seconds on the clock here, so
Palomar.
2 more knees needed.
Palomar gave it their all. Instead of going for the tie, they tried to go for the win, the dagger. But instead, Pasadena turns that dagger around on them and stabs the Comets through the heart. What a game. That was a fantastic game. And it looks like we will still not have overtime. It was a remarkable game here. Looks like there's Mayberry, there's Soto, Buckles. There's going to be a flag. Looks like there's a fan trying to heckle the refs.
Ball start, offense number 54. 5-yard penalty, first down. Second down.
False start for number 54 of the Lancers. That is a Dylan Frank. And of course, this game could not have gone out without any more penalties. Buckles gets hit by 56. That is Jason Mageo. Lancers want a cheap shot called on. 48 seconds. This is the long.
Palomar College, that is the third and final time out of the half. Clock operator, please hit the game clock for 52 seconds. Thank you.
52 seconds. No more stops the clock. Third down. You're going to knee it down.
Yeah, you knee it down. You're going to have like 12 seconds left. Do you run it back all the way, try to get like a safety or something?
That is now illegal.
Yeah, just
because what happened?
Oh, they would no. You would like give up the game. I forgot. I have a water bottle right in the view of my scoreboard. So let me move that. Ooh, 1 point game.
Yes, 1 point game. Unfortunately, you cannot give up the safety. Yeah. Otherwise, you would lose the game. That would be a lot of people will get very mad at that.
Yeah, I think so.
But what would happen is they would knee it down. It'd be 40 seconds off the clock, I believe. So it'd be 12 seconds left. And then you can hike it with your punter and have him just run around and then just try to kick it away at the last second. So
yeah, it's going to be a short kick, though. You don't want to kick it out the end zone or anything.
Yes.
Leave it in field of play so that once it's ground, clock still goes.
Here we go. Here's Buckles. Are they going to run a play? Or are they just going to run the ball? They are going to run it with triplet. 48 seconds. 46, 45.
Carry by Noah Triplet.
And they will have 5 seconds left, which means they can do the Justin Herbert. They can do what Justin Herbert did a couple of years ago when they were in this exact same scenario. They were up by not a lot of points. You can hike the ball and just throw it straight up in the air and wait for it to come down, and by the time it comes down, it should be over. But it looks
like a 8-second difference in the game clock and the.
Looks like 8 to 10 second difference, which means Buckles needs to hold on to that ball. It's going to be all-out blitz. If they strip the ball, Buckles, kick. Will it be in time? We're going to run it. He's going to stay up too long, and it's over.
Unable to go anywhere right there.
Might have been better just to fair catch it and give yourself a Hail Mary attempt. But the Lancers win the first home game in the 100th season of Lancers football. What a game it has been. There were twists, there were turns. A Shakespearean tale has been wrapped up here in the final act. What a game it has been. The grand finale. Everyone was ready to put on a show, and what a show they put on.
Yeah, what a game we saw as everyone's congratulating each other out there, but what a game we saw. So many momentum shifts. We thought it was going to go this way. We thought the Lancers were out of it. We thought the Comets were out of it. They came back, had a great opportunity. Nothing worked out of that. We're going to see if we can get an interview to end off this one.
And everyone
but just a great performance by both of these teams.
Yeah, great performance from everyone. Both teams, both running backs, every running back, every quarterback. It's been a pleasure to call this game with you, Aaron.
So, as well with you, Oscar, and it's been a great one. You know, I think what the biggest thing we saw was penalties. You know, both teams had a bunch of them. That drive that we saw with with Palomar got a bunch of penalties for them, and then Pasadena was still able to work with them, still be able to get those stops, which is like a great performance by them.
Yeah, both teams had over 8 penalties. Pasadena actually had 9, including the false start, and it was very crazy, very roller coaster of a game, and Pasadena ends up winning by 1 point difference.
Yeah, speaking of roller coasters, how we started off this game, we saw Pasadena go out, not have much there, and then Palomar came swinging, one play, 1 touchdown, and then Pasadena right there again responding to it. Just a great performance, and then after that it went pretty slow after that. Pasadena got another touchdown, but now continuing it here, Pasadena coming away with that one.
Yeah, it felt like it was like Rocky. It was like one punch lands. Oh, the momentum's on their side. Now it's on their side, and in the end, it's been very entertaining game.
Yeah. So now, where do these two teams go? Pasadena had a great performance last year. Trying to mimic that. You know, they already had 1 loss this season. Trying to just forget about that to start off.
Yeah, and for Palomar, they played an excellent game. They kept Pasadena on their toes every second of this game, and Palomar can really also make a good run because that team is very explosive. So we'll see what happens with these two teams. Maybe one day they'll meet back again down the road and they'll have another thriller of a game.
Yeah, you know, we waited 14 years for this one. Last time that Palomar played Pasadena, but definitely worth the wait. Great game we saw here.
Yes, it was. The all-time season series is now 11-10 in favor of Palomar. And overall, I cannot wait for the 22nd game where it could be 11-11 or 12-10. We'll find out. Maybe. Who knows? It could even be this year.
But, you know, we're still waiting on a sideline interview here, but just a great game. We're happy that you guys were all here to view that one with us.
Yes, it was a very great game, and overall, you could say as many things as you want about this game as the Lancers doing the Lancer Jacks right now. But this game, all it really came down to was the interception. Like you said, the interception from Holcomb. He intercepted Chatham at the goal line. He took it back, and the Lancers, even though they didn't score in that possession, it just killed time that they may have had if they didn't get the touchdown.
Yeah, Lancers had 2 costly turnovers between that second and third quarter, but being able to come away with one in a massive stop that they needed really just sailed this one. You know, they did end up getting a little shaky towards the end, but just that was humongous for them. If that touchdown happened, who knows how this game would have gone. Way more of time left in the clock.
Yes, that would have been very insane. However, it looks like they're going to be interviewing. Looks like there's Coach Tucker with Ethan Bowser. And right now, it's just overall been very crazy as we're now back. So, folks, I don't know if we're actually going to get that interview. We are waiting. But yeah, otherwise it's been, again,
very enjoyable game.
We can compliment this game all we want. It all really came down to the costly mistakes, the blocked field goals. This game realistically could have been in the 30s.
Yeah, if those blocked field, who would have known? What was that, 2 for Palomar, or was that
like
3 for Palomar, and
like,
then 1 for Pasadena?
It was like, yeah, no, it was 9 points in total left off for both sides. So that would have been, if I do my mental math correctly here, 33-32.
Coach, congratulations on the win tonight, 24-23 over Palomar. It was a tough game. What are your main takeaways from how the team played tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm just very proud of their resilience and battling. We talked about a lot the first part of the year. It's all about how we respond to things. Whether something good happens or something bad happens, how do we respond, and what's our demeanor, and what's our energy like, and is our focus on that next thing. And I felt like they did a good job, but it was tough because we were challenged because there's a lot of things that went wrong, a lot of things from a special team standpoint, some turnovers, some uncharacteristic plays, but I thought they did a good job of just competing and fighting to the very end.
And how do you maintain them focused when there are like very stressful moments?
I think just breathe confidence into them. We talk a lot about that as a staff, and just keep them focused on the situation at hand, and we practice these moments. We practice these goal line situations all the time. So just really give them the confidence, give them the information that they need so they can be one step closer to the ball. But just look them in the eyes and let them know that we believe in them.
Yeah, and the offense put up big numbers, and also the team stayed strong late. What do you think made the difference to closing out the game?
Well, very proud of the offense. I thought they did a great job moving the ball. And I think we only punted maybe 3 times in the game, which is really good. Very proud of them. We need to get better in the red zone. That's really important. And both sides of the ball, we need to be better in the red zone because that's where the points come. And we need to turn field goal opportunities into touchdowns. And we had a few injuries. We're a little challenged tonight, but that was a great game.
And what makes you confident for the next game?
Well, just, I tell them we got 24 hours to reflect on this game, and then come Monday morning we start new, and it's all about getting better, all about working. And the team that we play next week, they scored like 40-some points today, so we're going to be challenged every single week in, week out. We're playing in a new conference, and, every game's going to be tough and hard-fought battles like this was tonight. So we just got to keep working, and I think the thing that makes me encouraged, I know our guys will come ready to work on Monday.
Sounds good. Thank you so much, and congrats again.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. This will be the end of tonight's segment. I was joined here by Aaron Serrano. Thank you again for
No problem.
announcing with me. My name is Oscar Zayas, and thank you for tuning in, and we will see you again in 2 weeks.
Sorry? No. Because they're still rolling credits on my camera.
Camera 2, 3. Camera 2, 3, 4. Right. Okay, no, hold. 2, 3, 4. Right.